like you would see dudes like that, like she's super pretty, and like they'll just fucking like simp over her over the internet, just be like, oh, here's $100 fucking, just like, oh, I love you, Pokimane, you know, it's
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't matter, and it
oh
doesn't matter
man,
what you do too.
simping for anything just seems wild to me.
Like after Jake Paul, he's the older brother, right?
Logan,
Logan Paul.
I might not know
Remember
that.
when he found that body
Yeah,
and
the
like was
corpse.
on there and like
Yep.
was like, I thought that was gonna be the end of him. I thought it was gonna be the end of Trump when he made fun of that disabled reporter. It really doesn't matter, bro. I don't even know what matters anymore, Steve. Because it's like Greg Hardy fights in the UFC, and he's fucking settled domestic violence cases out of court. I mean, I don't even know. It's like, we get into classes arguments with our friends where it's like, oh, I look at him as like a sports figure. Like, I look at him as a human being. If he's a shitty one, I ain't rooting for no shitty human being.
Yeah, I'm hoping he gets beat the fuck up.
Yeah, bro. I was like, oh, he's a good football player. I don't give a fuck. Fuck him, man. I take it so serious I don't sign those guys when I play Madden, bro. I don't sign Kareem Hunt. I was like, oh, bro, you got a prior.
Yeah.
Even though Kareem, I guess, was better than Ray's. Ray's is at the worst one. I could never believe anybody defended that one.
That's my thing. Like, people will always come at athletes for like getting their bag. And I'm just like, what? Like, what's your problem, man? Like, this dude, he fucking deserves that money. Like, I remember like the most recent one was Giannis's, what was it, 283 million extension,
Something crazy,
super
yeah.
max,
45 a year
extension. You know, so like everyone's sitting there, it's like, I don't know if anyone should ever get paid this fucking much. I'm just like, bro, he makes the Bucks fucking millions, bro. It's like him particularly, like, they built around that team, and then he fucking took them to where the Bucks haven't been in what for like 30 years or some shit.
It's just, oh my god,
And
man.
then
I
another
just
thing,
don't know.
like, I mean, I
Except
get
do
the
I have
argument though, like, people making this obscene amount of money, but like the
What
thing
is the
is
argument?
that money's in circulation.
There's an
regardless,
argument. There's an argument. You
People make
think?
it.
What
I
do
don't
you
think
think the
so.
argument is?
I don't think so.
There's no
I'm
argument.
going against what people are saying. I'm just like, look, what do you?
I said I don't know
what
how
are you
much
saying,
energy I have to put into like simple-minded ideas like that. But you're absolutely right. It is an idea, and people do say that. I guess I just don't even feel like getting into it, but I'll sum it up. Right? It's the
Yeah.
fact of like number one is you always get a share of the profit. So if there's $1 billion being made, why would the person that's the worker, right? And just like any of you go, the bosses don't do shit. They sit on their ass. We're the ones that go make the money. That's the same exact thing that an NBA player, NFL player is saying. They say they just sit up there and collect fucking billions of dollars. Meanwhile, Giannis is still $750 million away from having 1 billion, but the owner's worth billions. And meanwhile, a CEO will get a fucking package, a fucking bonus package of 50 million. But because that don't hit Sports Center's headlines, you don't even know about it.
Right.
That's not on the headline. But if you heard about some of these packages that these CEO get, there was once a vote, bro, that to where you could never increase a CEO's wages at more than you increased your workers. Every Republican voted no for that. Yeah. And I'm not even trying to get into blue and red, but every Republican voted no for that.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, like, another thing is, like, the whole thing with, like, sports nowadays, man, like, I guess it's kind of always been like that, but I mean, like, I usually try to not even talk to them because I treat sports kind of like politics now, where it's just like, it's like the same thing where it's like, oh, I don't think he deserves that much. Oh, well, I think he does. It's just like,
but here's the thing,
talking basketball,
right? I get what you're saying with that, but there's a separation, right? Because here's the thing: these people that literally make it in NBA, make it NFL, most of them come from nothing. They're people in the projects that got nothing. So why are you hating on them? Because they go out there and they make something of themselves. What I'm saying is the people, when you see a politician, right, you see a senator, you're like, he did some dirty shit to get there. Yeah. You see Giannis, you don't think he did dirty shit to get there. He just has natural God-given talent and he gets paid well for it. And then look at him as a person. Dude's never had no problems off there. You know what I mean?
People look at that, bro.
That's what I don't get. That's what I don't get.
People look at that, man.
Like same thing with LeBron.
I'm like, look, bro, this dude LeBron just opened up a fucking community center, like a fucking. It's like a
family man goes to his kids' basketball games.
What do you see on LeBron James' Instagram, bro? His daughter has a YouTube channel, bro. His daughter has a YouTube channel, and she goes on there. I forgot what exactly she talks about. But I mean, like, that type of thing. Like, he's sitting, he's supporting his daughter's like, I want to do a YouTube channel. She's like, all right, I'm gonna support you. His wife, they opened up that juice bar down in Miami when he was there. You know what I mean? Like he's doing everything that you would want a good human with some good money to do.
And you're talking about a guy that had the most pressure on him in the world since he was fucking 13 years old.
Bro,
he was supposed to be the next Jordan.
exactly.
And all that fucking pressure. And he just handled it. He just handled it the fucking best you could. He got a 10 out of 10 on how he handled it. I mean, nothing off the court. Nothing. You say whatever you want about him on the court, you know? I mean, as far as the stats, there's nothing to be said, but you could say about the Miami Heat thing and whatever. That's all. That's something I don't hate a man for. That's him making his own decisions for his family and his money. Did he beat a bitch up? No. Has he got any sexual assaults? No. Did he beat his kid up? No. You know, so it's like, God, get off the man's back and stop hating on everybody, and maybe some good things will come to you for once.
I'm saying, like, you won't see people say shit about Adrian Peterson. You know, they're like, oh, Adrian Peterson, the greatest rusher of all time. It's like, well, the dude savagely beat his fucking kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like he got suspended for that shit. Like,
that one, that's one where I had to definitely stop Rodden Peterson. I'll never be a fan. But at the same time, bro, I did hear his explanation, and I do know that I've heard a lot of Southern boys, bro. And they talk about when they get ass whoopings like it's bad. It's go grab something and I'm going to hit you with it. We weren't there for that.
Yeah,
you know?
That's true.
Is it to the point, does he not love that little boy? Was it to the point that he is an abusive father? Or did he go too far? Or did he go too far on something that he might have experienced himself that was a form of discipline for him? And what did he become? Oh, the greatest rusher of all time, right?
Yeah.
But he does that to his boy, and he goes, that's the same thing my mama did, and I'm the greatest rusher of all time.
Very true. Very true.
You get what I'm saying? So
that's
perspective.
That's the other note I wanted to add on Giannis is like, you know, not only that, but I mean, like, you know, shout out to like his family and like his mother. I mean, like, you know, she raised 3 NBA ballers.
And LeBron, same thing.
LeBron, you know, raised fucking 3 ballers, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people hate on the ball family all day. I mean, I fucking hate, you know, LeVar Ball. But I mean, like, look, he raised 3 fucking young men to go to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like, 3 of them. I mean, like, of course, the other kid didn't work out. But I mean, like,
he still was on practice squad.
But I mean, even so, I mean, you still got D'Angelo. He's still pushing. You know, he just got pushed off the Pistons. But I mean, like, he'll probably go back to the G League. You know what I mean? Like, G League, come on, man. Like, still.
There goes somewhere. His problem was when he got caught up with that stealing.
Yeah, 100%, man. 100%.
Yeah, that was a bad look because it goes like you don't have that much. You don't have much pressure as LeBron James, dude. Well, LeBron didn't steal.
Yeah, and that's one thing. Dude, that's one thing I thought that like Go ahead.
Just think about this with LeBron, bro. As far as like, you know, like scalpers and shit, who probably ever in the history of anything got offered illegal fucking shit than LeBron, bro. You know damn well people are coming left and right. We'll give you and your family $20 million if you sign with Nike. When he was probably 15.
Yeah.
To be able to keep turning that down, and know that eventually, you know, to believe in himself all the way like that.
Yep.
Thing.
Yep, exactly, man. That's exactly what it is, man. You know, it's like you see someone who you know works hard, he balls hard. You know, what I mean, like you said, family man. I mean, it's just like, and the one thing I want to touch on with like, you know, the Ball family is like, you know, one of the like I think worst things and like best things that like kind of like, you know, their father did for him. Yeah, they did bring him all that attention. That got him hyped up. You know, they got him going. But I think it also put on a lot of pressure on these kids. You know what I'm saying? That people were expecting so much from Lonzo. And now it's like, I mean, he's still balling, you know, he's still a baller, but like, it's like, you know, what people were expecting because all the shit that they're talking, you know, but mainly ball.
Yeah, remember they were saying he should have won first. He was saying he's better than Jordan or some shit when he was like coming out.
He won't go here. Exactly. You know, he'll be a Jordan 101, all that type of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it was like an unnecessary pressure to kind of attach on your kids. And you got to kind of outweigh the benefits to the negatives. You know what I'm saying?
But then he'll look at you and say, well, I got 2 boys to the NBA.
Exactly, yeah.
Right?
Exactly, so, yeah, 100%, man. You know? Like
it's just like if I talk shit and I can't fight.
Yeah.
But you're all of a sudden, you're like, I better be careful how I approach this one. This guy, you know, this guy got a lot of confidence. You don't know if he can fight or not. But he's just like, I'll knock you the fuck out. And like, he looks like a bitch. But you're like, you don't know what he's about.
Exactly, man. You know, so I mean, like, it's all about the perspective. That's why it's like I said, man, it's like tough to really talk sports with people, you know, like it's tough to really kind of like, you know, just kind of avoid the whole thing. And then,
like we said the other day, if you're not arguing, you ain't talking sports. We can only talk sports if we disagree.
But I mean, like it's funny because like no one's came to me and just been like, oh look, like just to use as an example because it freshes in my head. Like you and Tyler arguing like Campbell and like Wolf. Like no one's ever come to me and just been like, look, Steve, like that's what I'm saying, man. Like you see Wolf, he comes off this one and then like fills this gap and it's just like just an elite play mentality. Like everyone just kind of argues kind of like the generalist type thing, just like no one's ever like, oh, did you see how the Suns were like using the pick and roll last night? Like it was just like really broke down other like blah 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 blah. It was just like, oh, you hear what Devin Booker did once he got off the court? Fucking flipped off that dude.
Right. Well, just on that aspect, like think about if I'm trying to explain that to you over Messenger, and then think about how I just showed you that video with Tony, right? If I tried to explain to you that thing with Tony, you would have never got it. You would have never understood what I was saying, you know? But I was able to show it to you. If we're together watching a game, I can go, bro, you don't see how Wolf took off that double block, But if I go, remember play 24? It's hard to be like, wait, there's 90 plays in a Ravens game, bro. Yeah, but it was like you could be like in the first quarter he was really beating the edge. Like it's hard to. I mean, when you play 80 snaps, bro, you're not going to be. If you're there for 70 of them, you had an A++ game. If you was balling on 70.
But that's the thing, like especially talking sports with you is definitely like a huge outlier, because I mean, like, you know your shit, a lot of statistical stuff, numbers, you know a lot of that stuff. I respect your sports opinion, but that's not the norm when you talk to people. They're never just like. They're just coming. They're like, bro, did you see Olivia's sick ass armbar? None of that.
The best. It's like, well, the best example was Rodney when we had him on, right? Yeah. It's just like, he's like, he used to play at 155. He's a middleweight. It's like Machado played second base. It's shortstop. It's like, but it's nothing else matters. Machado. Yeah, you know what I mean, it's the word. It's the word. It's the hype line.
One thing, I could count on my hand. I mean, not even on my hand. I could it's endless to where people come to me. And they blurt out what Stephen A, or what Shannon said, or fucking Skip Bayless said on that 30-second clip on Facebook. It's like, I mean, like, you kind of have an opinion on it, or like
that's why I don't like hot takes.
I hate it.
There's no need for hot takes. I don't gotta give you like some crazy prediction.
That's another part of sports talk is that it's regurgitated Sports Center.
Bro, and all like sports radio. They got 4 different shows. They all cover the same topics. It's just different people talking about it.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It kind of gets annoying, bro, to be honest with you.
Same thing with Sports Center. I mean, that's what it is. Like, Sports Center's on for like fucking 10 hours out of the fucking day on ESPN, bro.
I just always feel like I could just
10 hours of sports news every day.
It's just a belief, a confidence, but I always just believe I could make it better. I really do. Like if I had a show and I was on 105, from I don't know 12 to 2 or something. Dude, I tell you what, I know how I would spice that bitch up right away. Just callers, bro. I would let callers get time. That's something they don't do. You want to let these guys come up, bro? And I'm going to like Howard Stern, the fucking sports fan radio. You know what I mean? Just like, what do you think? You think the Ravens can get the run game going? And just like embarrass people. It's like, what? J.K. Dobbins, not even 11 carries. You think he's going to be able to average 100 next week? You even know what you're talking about? Are you a Ravens fan? I can just spice that bitch up right away, bro.
That's the thing I missed. I remember when SportsCenter first came out, bro. It was like a comedy sports show.
It was, you're right.
Making jokes and shit. Like they were funny. I remember they would have like top 10 most embarrassing plays.
They still do like pay the. You ever see the commercials? It's like Larry Fitzgerald, and he's like catching everything or something. Like, it's always kind of a little funny, witty one, Remember they used to have like LeBron in the chair or whatever it was, Carmelo or something.
LeBron in the office,
yeah.
And it's like heads poking above the cubicle.
Yeah.
And LeBron, you have to report.
It's like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly, man. But I mean, like
they are funny.
Yeah,
it's Disney.
Yeah,
it's Disney, bro. Yeah. So will Disney stock hit 250 by 2022?
Will Walt Disney ever be unfrozen and rejuvenated?
That killed me when I found out that wasn't true.
Oh, bro, man, like same thing with Marilyn Manson.
But isn't the Maryland one? They'll always kind of doubt it. I always got the Maryland one.
Remember, as a kid, though, so many people told me, I'm just like, it must really be true. And I didn't give a shit.
I guess I don't care as much neither.
Exactly, I never give a shit.
But I thought that Disney was frozen. I was like, wow. I always thought like that's crazy. You used to always say that. You're just like, yeah, Disney was frozen, dude. Like he could come back one day.
Yeah, he froze himself. He really thought about that. Wow. It's just. But I mean, like, it also would be the craziest because people back then just had like we entered this like realm of like futurism where we were just like self-tying shoes, flying cars in 100 years, like just crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know, like people just start looking towards the future instead of like living
We get ahead of
in the
ourselves too.
present, in the now. You know, it was always
And
like
you ever notice how like why isn't like it seems like studies don't matter so much once things get passed. They're always like, like they do a study of things, and then once it gets passed, they don't really make the argument of the results after that for the
yeah,
things that are coming
yep,
along. So like when you talk about flying cars, I'm like, we can't drive.
yeah.
We clearly proven that we cannot drive. Why would they put us in the sky, dude? It's the worst thing ever.
Well, I mean, like, I never thought about because I was just like, okay, flying cars are not whatever, like, what the fuck ever, you know? They come, they don't. And then I remember, like, you know, the one thing that like Neil deGrasse Tyson was, it was like, well, think about it. A flying car breaks down, it was just gonna crash down on the ground. Like, is that really the smartest thing? Just let everybody be flying around? You know, it's like we drunk drive. Like, you know, you want these people flying,
And you still gotta have like some type of system of flow of traffic. You can't just have
exactly, you know?
everybody going
That's what I'm
everywhere.
saying. You can't just like the same amount of cars you have. You can't have that in the sky. Like what? There's no Futurama style where like you remember Futurama the opening where like you just see the flying cars and they're in like stop and go traffic.
Yeah.
The lights go
Well, the
on and
coolest
shit.
thing is like that tunnel they get into, and
Yeah,
they're able to zip
yeah,
anywhere.
exactly. You know, I mean,
Would you ever get one of them? They seem kind of sketch.
that wouldn't make sense either because I'm thinking about it. I'm like, okay, well, it breaks down. Like, I mean, I'm on like a downward thing. Like, I saw one video. This dude, he got stuck in an enclosed water slide because he didn't have enough like water going down to come back up. So he slid back down
Oh
into
my
the fucking thing.
god.
I'm just like,
Dude, you want to
how
talk about
freaking
something,
fuck?
bro?
Oh my god! So do you know the one dude on YouTube, Shiei, Shiey? He does the illegal freedom shit across Europe. So I was watching this thing, like he's in this.
travels that you told me about?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like illegally roaming Europe right now. Just lives in Europe, like camps and shit, train hops all over Europe and shit. He did this one video where he's sneaking in this abandoned factory, like it has like a stockpile down low, and it's like full to the roof of like these wood crates, and it's just abandoned. The way you get in through the ventilation system, bro, he's a skinny guy. And it's tight for him. He's like barely like getting through like these like pipes and shit. And I'm just like, in this abandoned building, this vent system that's like been abandoned for 40 years, like you're fucking crawling around this bitch. And then the one motherfucker who was the first one to go in there and was like, oh, I'm gonna go in with a saw and actually cut holes and make ways for people to go. I'm just like, this motherfucker, like who's doing this shit? Like,
Well, number one, you remember when we used to hit that warehouse back in the day, and you had to go like through that specific thing. It kind of wasn't as bad, but you did have to do like some specific where you had to go like them. Then you had to like climb up pole, and then you would go up like 2 flights of stairs. You had to go in that flight of stairs, walk over to the other stairs. The one by you.
Pimco, yeah.
Yeah, the one by you. Then you had to go to other stairs and walk all the way to the top.
Yep.
And then number two, I'll say, damn, I envy that, man, because I'm so scared of that, right? That's scary to you. But that man did it, and it didn't bother him. And that, I don't like that. I don't like that people, I don't like saying I'm afraid of things, you know? I hate how people are just like, oh, I'm scared to do that. Like, I hate that. I hate it because somebody else can do it. Like, if nobody else ever did it, it wouldn't bother me so much, man. But when it's something that's like, it's not even a big deal. It's like, I feel like I got to do it once. Like, I got to do it once, bro, just to prove it to myself because I hate going like, I'm so scared. Like, I hate being like that, but that guy did it. You know? It's like, it bothers me.
Bro, trust me, bro. It's fucking like, I don't even know.
But listen,
man, like,
what I'm trying to say, right, is like there's certain.
Saying.
No, I don't think you get what I'm saying, right? Is what in this instance, though, right? Okay, so think about like them people that hang off the side of the wall and shit like that. Yeah. Them Russian shit. No, not at all. I don't feel no need to do that, right? Because for me to prove that point of, oh, I can't do that, I can do that. That's stupidity, right? The problem with what you're explaining to me is why are you afraid of that? Because of the claustrophobicness in like the old right, but like it obviously was okay. They obviously were structurally sound, but like it's mainly the claustrophobia. I feel like, right? If you're going through this old ass vent, right? Claustrophobia is something that like I hate. Everybody hates it, but I want to be able to deal with that. You know,
I feel you.
Like them people that go in them mines and like them caves and do the snorkeling and shit.
I never talked about, bro. Those fucking Vietnam soldier tunnel rats, bro. Did you ever watch that video on those tunnel rats, dog? Mm-mm. Dude, these fucking they had a specific role, pretty much for not even frontline soldiers.
You're talking about Vietnam, right?
Yeah, in Vietnam.
Yeah, because you were telling me last time we talked about this, you were telling me they lived in there, and I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that was one I didn't know until I started watching this. So it was for the frontline soldiers. Like they weren't the ones that typically do this role, because to do this role, you had to be, I think, under like 5'5" or some shit and like a certain weight. So most of the time to be combat ready, I think you had to be at least like 5'8", 5'10" or something like that. You had to be a decent size, for you to be going to the actual battle.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you were usually stuck with like engineer roles, technology roles, communication type of shit. So what they were saying was that like these guys, these small like engineers, not even combat, dudes, would go in these tunnels. They're pretty much go in these tunnels to go and find these weapon caches that these Viet Cong were living in. Because one of the biggest problems is that they would go and do a mine sweep one night, and the next morning there's fresh mines out because they had the weapons and the bombs, mines, and stashed right there back in their bases in these fucking extensive tunnel networks. So I mean, like they're saying like these guys would go and crawl in these small ass muddy holes with these fucking 3 foot long poisonous centipedes, scorpions, shit like that, and they would have traps out these for the dude. Sometime you go into one way, boom, both the thing starts collapsing.
I was just about to say that because once I know you're coming, now I can set up a fake cache.
Exactly. And I mean, like they're crawling, and then they go in. They can only go in with a pistol because you can't take much, bro. A pistol, a couple of grenades, and some clips, man.
And you got P90s.
Fucking no flashlight because hey, you got a flashlight coming out. I know you're coming now. I'm just firing that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if they had night vision in Vietnam.
No, bro, they didn't. So they're just crawling through these tunnels, bro, just trying to find these things.
And they just hear them coming.
Kill whoever's in there, blow up whatever's in there, seal the tunnels off, do whatever. Not only that, but these crazy motherfuckers, these fucking crazy brave ass people, there were people volunteering to do this shit. Because for one, it was a badge of honor because no one wanted to fucking do it. So these dudes would come up, they're just going like, I'll go fucking do it.
Crazy.
Come out, and then they're considered like the craziest in the whole fucking Vietnamese war because there's like no one wanted to do it, but then these non-combat ready dudes come in. There's like, I'll go fucking do it, man. Y'all some pussies, man. I'll go fucking do this shit, just like what you're saying, man. It's like, look, y'all scared to do it, man. I'll go fucking do it.
Right. But also in that case, right? Yes, totally. There's those guys, but there's also that guy that's like, this needs to be done. Like, this is a problem. This is killing people, and somebody needs to go in there. And though I'm scared, nobody's volunteering, bro. And like, we gotta get this done.
That was the other side of it too, right? They were like, look,
I gotta go home.
I'm doing it and I'm doing it for my guys, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm doing it for myself too, though, right? Because they're I'm taking a bomb up and they're putting a bomb down. I mean, they're gonna eventually get me.
Yeah, exactly, man. Yep. And that's the other thing. Like when I found out, when they were saying, they were like, it wasn't only that, we were in, enemy territory, we weren't familiar. The Vietnamese, they moved into these tunnels. And like we were saying earlier, like you said, like they were living in there, bro.
Why did they smoke them out?
Sleeping bunks. So what they started doing, the Americans tried to flood them, gas them, flame them. So what they would do, they would build false pathways, air vents, and they would build flood prevention systems.
Crazy.
So like the way they built their tunnels, they built them in such a way that like, one area flooded out, there's an escape route, everywhere else is good.
Right.
Yep. Gas, same thing. Sealed off, done. We're digging new fucking tunnels.
Crazy.
That way, we're going every fucking where, bro.
Bro, let's just think about this for a sec, right? What is that, right? That's a country that realizes we're severely outgunned, outmanned, out everything.
Mm-hmm.
We're outsmarted too, right?
Yeah.
Well, they proved they weren't outsmarted, so I'm not trying to say it like that, but you get what I'm saying. Out education, to make up a word, basically. And these motherfuckers, right? I'm picturing it's me and you, right? We're in Vietnam, bro, and they're coming, and we're just like, Steve. I'm trying to explain it to you, and we're just like, bro, we got to figure out something to make it even. I'm good. You know what I mean? It's like, what can we do? It's like, bro, we gotta dig. Whoever said that the first. They might have saved Vietnam, bro.
So that's the one thing. The leader of the country at that time, what he was saying, he was like, look, same thing you're saying, outgunned, outmanned, Navy, all that shit, Air Force, everything, people, guerrilla warfare, man. We're not playing by no fucking rules. We're not we're not worried about this or that. I'm fucking building spike traps. I'm building trap doors, the fucking explosives. That's the other thing. Like, they would do these bamboo pit traps. People would fall and get impaled. All right, cool. Maybe you can shake it off. But wait, I put feces on the tip of these spears. I put
Prison
poison
style.
on the tip of these spears. I'm digging. I'm fucking doing tunnels underneath. I'm blowing you the fuck up. I'm using gas.
Dropping
Everything.
animals, like you're saying, scorpions, snakes, anything I can use
Exactly,
to
man.
make this shit even. And also, I'm suicidal. If it comes down to it, I'll fucking blow myself up to kill 2 of you.
And that guy, like that leader at the time, he was like, he's held in high revere in Vietnam because like that just wasn't supposed to be the case. That was an embarrassment for America.
Yeah, they held us off.
That was an embarrassment. We lost straight up.
How do you convince those people, Steve? This is back to like that Charles Manson type of thing where it's like, appreciate the gift, right? Even though it's an evil one, sometimes appreciate the gift. Because how do I convince these people, right? You're probably going to die, right? And you still got to go out there because you're in a tunnel too, brother. It's your tunnel, right? Mm-hmm. But people are coming in that tunnel for it to kill you. So at the end of the day, you're scared too, bro. Even though you know shit, you're still fucking scared. For a leader to be able to convince his people, to inspire his people enough to go, I'll fucking die in this war to make sure America don't take this country.
Bro.
That is some fucking shit, bro.
But I think about it and I'm like, it's harder to get people, I think, to gear up and go fight somewhere else. But when you're
right, we've talked about this, right?
Families here,
yeah.
Bro, like I'm like, that's the thing. Like,
right.
They know about those centipedes.
We always say that, right? Bro. Don't we always say that? We're fighting for America if someone comes here, right? That we always say that. It don't matter what state. It ain't got to be Maryland.
Exactly.
You come to Cali, we're down. We're gonna sign up. We're coming.
Exactly.
You're not gonna let them get here.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You stop them before they even get you. That'll never go down in this goddamn country. Okay? Exactly. You hear me, motherfucker? Al-Qaeda. You hear me, ISIS?
You ain't gotta fuck with Vietnam. You ain't gotta fuck with that government. But you're like, bro, this is my fucking home. You're coming to my goddamn home. You're my backyard.
You
bro.
came to my
That's the thing.
That's why Pearl Harbor was such a big deal, right?
I was another thing. Like America's hands weren't clean in Vietnam, bro. There was raping in these villages that they would find. They'd come in these villages, pretty much in the middle of nowhere in Vietnam, in the middle of the jungle. And it's just like, once you take over that village, there's nothing there to stop the Americans from doing whatever they want. So they were lost. They were like, look, they're not coming here to rape us.
This is the argument I was making with you before with the general, right? Where it's like, but what if, like, a whole different side argument there, right? In the general Vietnam platoon situation, bro, they're fighting dirty, Steve. They're putting feces and they're putting fucking poison on the end of tips, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a general, bro, and I tell you to take over that shit. Bro, I tell you to get dirty too, boy. Get dirty, bro.
Yeah, that's
break
true.
them, bro.
That's true.
It's war, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
Nothing matters, dude. Nothing.
Right.
It's not even about rape no more, bro. It's about the fact of you motherfuckers are in tunnels hitting us with feces fucking spears, bro. And I'm not going to get dirty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't give a fuck what you got here, motherfucker. I'm going home, too. This was a draft. This was a draft, dog. I didn't sign up to come here, but I guarantee you I'm going fucking home. I don't give a fuck who's in this fucking village, bro. A little ass boy or an old ass fucking elderly person. I'll take their head, bro, and I'm going home.
Listen, that's the thing. That's the one thing that the Vietnam War was lost on the American side, man. It's historic. It's known that like the morale of the soldiers over there. They didn't even believe in what they were fighting for. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yep, exactly. That's so true.
But the highest amount of American casualties, since World War II. Like we're here. Like I'm a soldier, and every day, bro, someone's getting in a spike trap. Someone's getting a foot blown off. Man, fucking. They're ambushing at night. We don't even know where the fuck they're at.
And I'm getting letters.
Where they're coming from.
I'm getting letters. People back home don't even want us here. Don't even want us fighting this shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And here I am. I'm supposed to be inspired to go burn down a village tomorrow. Yep. And these people don't even want us here. We want to turn around and end this war. You guys are telling us to fight this war. And we've established it 10 times on here, Gulf of Tonka. It was false. It was a false flag. That's exactly what it was. It's proven that there's no conspiracy. Golf attack, anyone can look it up. The beginning of the Vietnam War was based off of a falsitude. You know, and that's been established, and everybody even knew it from the beginning that it didn't matter. So you're absolutely right that morale would be low, man.
Exactly. You know, so I mean, like,
what do you got if you don't got morale, right?
Exactly.
What do you
bro.
got? It don't matter if you're
Morale is
LeBron.
so
You got no
fucking
confidence.
big.
John
Exactly.
Jones with no confidence. What's it do for you?
I'm looking. I'm watching this video on like nuclear subs and how like how you kind of like you live down there and shit, and people they're talking. It's like. Yeah, I mean, we like, especially these subs, we try to put on the freshest food possible. You want to give them good meals, because that's morale.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're looking for that meal. You know what I'm saying? You want things to feel kind of like almost normalized in a sense when you have that meal. But, morale kind of tapers off slowly because, the food gets worse because now you're
right. Over time, they use preserves and shit
exactly,
too.
Canned shit like that. The food declines. But on the flip side, people kind of look forward because they're like, okay, deployment's almost done.
Right,
we're getting
right.
Shitty food now. Deployment's getting done now.
Well, when it's just war's different, bro. When you keep war in your mind, I'm not sure if I told you the other day. I sent you the video of that 11 minutes with a sniper, and he's on there. He's like, you got to take a shit. You don't move from your sniper spot, bro. You just lean over, and your spotter puts a fucking bucket up to you, and you're shitting that bucket, and he wipes your ass, bro. Bro, this is life or death.
Yeah.
It's not there ain't no manhood. You know what I mean? There ain't no, I can't see your balls, bro. This is life or death. No one gives a fuck about nothing but going home. Bro. And I've been waiting 3 days for this shot.
I think it's a story from either the Vietnam or it's the Vietnamese War, bro. I think it's one of the I can't remember the name, but it's like one of like the most famous sniper stories from that time. Dude crawled like fucking 20 miles over like fucking a month. Like I don't think it was like 20 miles. It's probably more like 5 miles over like the span of like a week or two. Crawling, bro, like prone, trying to get in position. You know what I'm saying? Just like crawling through whatever is right there, bro. Just like I'm sure he fucking rashes all that type of shit, bro. It's just like you don't like snipers particularly are all
you're alone.
Exactly, man. Or it's just a 2-man team. Small team.
Right, but if this means I don't get seen,
yeah.
I'll crawl 10 miles.
I'll tell you, one thing I watched the other day I thought was really cool. I need to send it to you. It's just this dude. He has a famous sniper story, kind of like the Chris Kyle thing. Like he has a famous sniper story. He's one of the most decorated snipers in like the Iraq War or whatever. And they're just on a range, but it's him and a retired spotter. And he's taking shots, and they're kind of communicating. It's like telling them which way to shoot, and you're watching them dial in their shots on their targets, bro.
Wow.
And how quick they're doing it. I'm just like, bro, this is crazy.
That's
bro.
so crazy.
So I was just imagining him in a war. They have him set up somewhere a couple meters out behind the front line, and he's just like, all right, you're let, you're blah 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 blah, bink bink bink, it's just like, man.
Talk about when you go home, bro. Different level of like brotherhood, right?
Yeah.
Like, bro. We was both fighting in that war, but we were together. You were my spotter, I was your spotter, and you're just like, dog, we were out there. It feels like a side mission, right? It's a side quest. Yeah. It's like you're by yourself.
The one thing that taught me, bro, was that the sniper's only as good as the spotter, bro.
Oh, for sure.
Like, only as good as the spotter, man. Like the way this dude's communicating and telling me is like, he's just telling me, he's like giving him the wind speed. He's telling him like, those little dots.
Yeah, there's all manner, and he's just adjusting his scope to whatever he tells. And it's crazy calculations.
And the sniper said, just like, what do you think about, one tick, whatever, one tick over.
No. 1 1/4, something whatever, yeah.
And she shoots again. He's like, I'll give another quarter. Boom.
Wow, got him.
Target hit. I'm just like,
yeah, it's sick.
God,
headshot.
Oh my God, this shit is so fucking like, man, that shit was like, man, like exactly. Like these two dudes weren't even like weren't even in deployment together.
They just got it. They just got it. It's a language.
Dude, the spotter sitting there, he's like, bro, I forgot what that felt like, bro. He's over there hugging him. He's like, bro, man.
Oh man, send me that video, bro. I want to see that.
He's like, bro, I haven't done that in so long, man. You're hitting them shots. I'm just like,
sick brotherhood. That's a brotherhood right there.
Fucking, like I said, they didn't even know each other. They never been on deployment together, but like they're just
they just speak that language, bro.
Bing, 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 bing. I'm just like,
imagine like when when you've seen people that are like two Navajos speak the ancient language.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like that's what it is.
Exactly,
it's like the tongue. It's like the serpentine tongue.
Yeah, one thing I always think about, I'm just like, it's like what now I'm just trying to imagine the world if Native Americans, the Indian population had been allowed to kind of like like brought along. So I'm trying to think of like how like America would look
Yeah.
like, bro. Like I'm just thinking like how like in some like in most homes you'd probably have like like how like just like Navajo or like in Native American architecture implemented and stuff, and like
Yeah.
the government. I mean, this would probably
I
be a
got
different fucking
so
country,
big.
bro.
Is there even a nuke? Is there Pearl Harbor?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Do we get involved in World War
yeah,
II?
yeah,
All types of
and just
shit.
like what the population might look like.
Do we have terrorists
Man,
that want to kill us every day?
Shit, who fucking knows,
Are
man?
we hitting 1,000 drone strikes a year?
Whatever. I mean, it just made me think about that. It's like when you brought up the Navajo, it's like for some reason it's been really racking my head. You know what I'm saying? Like we especially like as a country. I mean, like it's a very typical thing, but like we move every day and like recognize every day. And it's like the key, like one of the big keys to our past, the Native Americans, bro. And it's like it's like what could we have like not only the population, but like what could we have fucking learned about the fucking universe, Earth, the time from these people alone, man. Just like,
dude, you need to buy this book, bro. I'll send you the link. The book that I'm reading right now, bro, by George Catwin, Life with Indians, bro.
Talking
The
about
first person to ever document Indian life, bro. You've never heard it like this before, bro. You learn shit you never learned before, like little things, like I didn't even know, bro, that God damn, I can't remember what their tents are called.
teepees.
Teepees. They're 30-foot high.
Yeah.
They swept the ground so hard, Steve, to when you could come in with white clothes and you wouldn't get dust on you, bro. And at the same time, right, the way that they aligned their teepees, they had to space them out correctly in case of a horse invasion. Because a lot of there's different tribes that did different styles of how they set their teepees up, but the best tribes had like certain methods to where if a horse came through, you couldn't just you know what I mean. You would have to turn and move around and maneuver. Little tiny things you never thought like that, and how quick they could pack up, dude. In hours they would be on the move with their entire life, and just following the buffalo, running away from the enemy, and also coexisting. I was talking to you before about how he talks about like my favorite part of that book so far. I'm only on like chapter 5 or 6. It's a big book, but it's awesome, bro. My favorite part is how he's talking about like you'll have two tribes that have never met each other, and they'll be 5 miles apart, 10 miles apart, and they speak the same language, bro. Basically, like they just both it's just there somehow, like they both just kind of invented it. That same spot just kind of has that same mind energy or some shit going on, and it just creates that same sauce where like it's not the same language, but you can kind of understand it, and you work it. And you would definitely love that if you're interested in that, bro.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I mean, like the language. The language, I mean, like it's crazy, but like it also makes sense, being in such close proximity. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but it's not close, bro. Listen, you're thinking about. See, here's the problem. That's another thing I learned. You think the Native Americans had horses, bro, when they didn't, right? Right. Not all of them. Only Comanches really had horses. It was hard, and they also weren't trained, right?
Yeah.
So, bro, 10 miles, Steve.
But see, listen.
We're not close, Steve.
they didn't always have horses, bro. They didn't always have horses, man. Horses were extinct in North America for a long time. It was the Spaniards from Spain,
right, South America, right? That brought it up.
That brought them
right,
over, bro.
but that's what I'm saying, Steve. That's not what I'm saying, though. So,
listen,
I'm telling you, two tribes are 10 miles apart. They're not close, Steve.
But I mean, like like
I can't even walk 10 miles, dude.
Listen, but like like I mean, like I don't know how it went down, but I mean, like 10 miles of living with each other, I think you would interact with each other. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like just that alone, And I mean, these types of tribes, like how did they originate from to begin with? At one point, this was one group of people.
Bro, the only way you're interacting with someone 10 miles, from what my understanding of that book, the only way you're interacting with someone 10 miles away is if your whole tribe goes there.
How do you get to multiple groups of tribes, though?
You don't go out there, bro. I'm telling you.
No, listen. At one point, whenever they get there, you're one. As time goes on, you keep branching. You know what I'm saying? Like, and especially when you have, a certain sect of Indians living in close to like the southeastern area of like America. You know what I'm saying? Like you would think that they would speak something similar into a tribe in like the northeastern part, or even up in Canada type style. You know what I'm saying? Like those types of like there's bigger things that play like other influences in the area. So like Native American tribes closer to Mexico would, may have a hint of Spanish in there. You know what I'm saying? Like that type
Yeah,
of thing.
that's a thing, but
Geographical things like up in like
they were not friendly to each
well,
other,
like
bro.
yeah, but I mean like you would hear the language, you would hear the you would see the type of culture type of thing. You would see that like how they dress is completely different, arms and all that. Just
I
like
don't know, but I don't think
just like
so.
up in like the Canadian Native Americans like they would have some like, Inuit influence or influence from like that geographical area. You know what I'm saying? And just from the other people in there, and like I said, at one point you're one tribe, and as time goes on, they just keep branching off, breaking off. So I mean, you would find, I think, some similarities to closer the
Okay,
ones
that does
closer
make sense. That at
and
one point
closer.
you are one tribe.
If they are
I
within,
could see
if they
that.
are within 10 miles, at one, I mean, like they're
You
closer
started
than you
as one
think,
tribe,
Yeah.
so
Someone had to
whatever
break off this tribe to go start that
whatever
tribe,
knowledge you broke out, you did take some knowledge of this tribe with it, and then that
language
would
be,
just break and break and break.
as you
Guess I
exist
could
on
see
your
it like
own,
that.
Yeah.
I guess it's still odd to me.
Like
I'm just
it's
saying,
odd, definitely.
like
I
you're
can
not
see
gonna go.
how it could
What I'm
work.
saying is, like, you're not gonna go 5 miles back then with your friends.
No.
Like, you're not gonna go out there with 5 friends, 5
No, not at
miles.
all,
You know what I
not at
mean?
all,
You're
yeah.
dead,
Not
bro.
at all, yep.
If it ain't from something in the wild, it's gonna be from another fucking native.
Well, it's like like when I think like a lot of like Slavic languages, carry a lot of similarities. You know what I'm saying? Because they come from like the same region at some point. From that region, at any point. You know what I'm saying? A lot of European languages come from the Anglo-Saxon roots. Where like the barbaric Germans, the Bavarians and stuff. They were, the languages broke off. They share similarities.
Right.
All those separate languages.
Like when you think about like Mediterranean Sea, and you think about how like that trade changed culture, changed the way people's dress and everything.
yep.
Isn't that so funny? Somebody comes there, like you think you're the freshest person, right? And someone comes there, he might not even be the freshest person in his city. He doesn't even think that he's fresh.
Yeah.
But in your city, you think you got the fresh. You do. You got the freshest clothes on in your city. And then this trader shows up with just average work clothes on from his city, and you're just like, they're so much better. He's so much flyer than me, you know.
And like, I don't
and then
know.
he's looking at you like, "Damn, you're flyer than me."
I don't know about the Native American specific, but like when you think about that, like especially back then, like there were scholars, and there were people who looked for that type of thing. Like I mean, like there were people who were put in positions where like it's like someone comes over from China. Like I watched a couple of videos where it's like it's a dude commenting going over some of the history of like the first Japanese government envoy to travel to like UK to meet the government.
That's
there,
cool, yeah.
Shit, so like there are people that are just like like someone comes and it's like they're speaking some language and they're like, yo, what the fuck is that? And some guys just like, he's speaking the Chinese language. Like,
right, right.
Like you would go and like
that's
people,
cool.
and that's what I'm saying. And
you needed those people.
People were like held in high regard. They were like, because no one, especially depending where you're coming from, you didn't know about Chinese people, bro. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know fucking China. Like, there's someone all the way over the fuck there. China, like, that wasn't common knowledge.
And everybody just perceiving it different, like, oh, that's so cool. And then you got the guys just like, fuck you, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
Especially in this
you're
time
afraid
era,
of it.
Knowledge was probably the most powerful. I mean, it still is, but like at that moment, it was probably like peak power, bro. Because there wasn't the amount of like information available to everybody. So like if you went and found out some shit, bro, you were the only one that's responsible for telling people.
That's very true. Right.
Like peak power.
And if you sent the message, you're hoping it gets there. You don't know if it's going to.
Oh.
Did you know that Native Americans didn't bury their dead?
How did they do it?
They built basically just a floating bed, just a 6-foot bed out of wood. And then they would put the body on there and just let it decay. Yeah. So like when
like let the animals go at it type of deal. That's what it seems like.
I'm not sure if they fought the animals off. I don't know how it worked. I think that they put it up on there in the bed to keep animals off. Remember I was telling you about that before with wolves. Like when you build that, like when you hunt a moose and then you put it up there, you build it like with legs, but then you take the legs away.
I think like vultures though, like or like fucking.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure they attack, but it's just so crazy to think about. So you got this big ass tribe that's in like 100 teepees, and there's like this section that they dedicate as they move on of their dead. So it might be 30 dead people there just rotting away while you're making dinner right here.
Yep.
It's like your cemetery right there, but they're above ground.
Yeah.
They also had
you can finish off.
They had another
separate thing.
They had another cool thing, like their medicine bag. Yeah. Like I never really knew about that, but they get that as a child. Once you become a man and you put things that like symbol throughout your life, you put it inside of there basically, and someone taking that from you is like basically taking like your soul.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool too.
Hell yeah. I
So
think,
sometimes when they kill people, they would take their bag. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
like taking your head
Yep.
basically. You know.
I think about it. I think about how like a lot of like cultures, man. I just kind of boil them down to like a single person. Just like because all it took was one person to say that thing. Like in Native American tribes, at one point someone was just like, "Look, these animals are God sent. We must respect and use all of it." Just like and that how that became cemented and a hugely recognizable part of Native American culture. Like we use every bit of the animal, respect nature.
You're right. I don't think
You
it
know?
came from one man though. I think that just think about without anything, bro. Naturally, humans are like that. Like even humans that kill animals are like, I love animals, right? Like naturally, you just have this instinct that like something with animals are just like super prestige. Like you get it, even though we still kill them. I think that's just like a given thing. So like we could have 10 of us that are just starting here. I feel like we all kind of have that common thing of like also you got a lot larger respect for those animals when you're not weaponized the way we are today, right?
Yeah.
I've got an AR to blow away a buffalo.
Yeah.
If a buffalo catches me, it probably will kill me.
I guess kind of like what I was thinking about was like like how we have like sayings where it's like like shit the fan. Like there was at one point no one had ever said that, and someone was just like it's like shit hit the fan.
That's true, but I was going back to kind of what I told you before of like how some things don't need to be said because it's like a common agreement amongst people, like you don't fuck a kid. It's like no one really needs to tell someone to don't fuck a kid. It's kind of like something you should just know. And if you did it, then that's when you're like, whoa, is this guy even human? Is how you would feel like normal, like in the beginning stages of that, right? Yeah. You'd be like, whoa, there's 11 of us that are like, we're not fucking kids. Animals are sacred. Don't abuse this land. And like, then you got like one guy abusing the land. You don't think that's an evil person. You like, is that even human? Like, because you don't even, it's not even explained yet, right? Like you're thinking about like the earth. It's funny because when natives are around, humans have been around for what, like over 500 years at that point, right? So it's like, they're still living, they're still partying and shit.
Way longer than that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying like, way longer. Exactly. So way longer. So even those people, it's not like they're the beginning stages of people, right? They're not Aztec style, not like that, right? But then let's like
Aztecs aren't beginning stages.
Well, hold up. Natives are just old Mexicans. Native Americans are old Mexicans.
I mean, that's the thing.
All they did was come down.
Well, that's the thing. But like Native Americans, Mexicans, fucking.
But Aztec, Mayan,
all those people.
That's beginning stages. That's Mexico, right?
All that right there, bro. So the ongoing. That's what they say. Is
they come down.
So human life, they say, as this particular species of human, we originated in Africa, and then we came over that land bridge that touches Alaska and Russia.
Polynesians and shit, wasn't it?
Who knows?
Also,
Polynesians are the islanders, but
no, you were telling me before though, on how when people Polynesia came here on boats, right? They were the first people to come here on boats, right? You're talking about when the Ice Age.
They went into islands in the Pacific.
Okay, yeah. But you're talking about when the IceAge came in and created that bridge. No, that's the belief, right?
At one point is that they think that the sea level was low enough that there was a huge land connection.
Okay.
Huge land connection. You could just walk across there, bro.
Because I heard after the Ice Age that they were then able to travel to spots that they had never been able to travel before because it was then solid.
That's the thing. Like no one really.
Yeah, you don't know. So just like they say that it was all one big continent at one time.
So I mean, like the same people that Mexicans, Colombians, and Native Americans come from are the same people that they say came over on that land bridge from the original sect of humans. I mean, we did originate in Africa. Yeah, it makes sense. But I mean, who the fuck really knows? You know what I mean? Like.
So you know something I learned today? All ancient civilizations went off of 2 calendars, bro. You never heard that before, did you?
No.
And I never heard no shit like that before.
Calendars? What does that mean?
2 calendars, right? So they kept a standard calendar. I forget the specific name of it. They kept on. It was 365 days, right? It's actually 365 days and a quarter. I don't know if you knew that. Didn't know that neither. The second one was 360 days. There was 5 days of the year that all of these civilizations agreed were unlucky days. You wouldn't go to work. You wouldn't do nothing on these certain days that matched basically the space alignment, of whatever. It was actually a really good with Randall Carlson, bro. It was it's a breakdown of that after school shit where they like illustrated as he's talking and shit. And he goes into like just how like solidifying these numbers, bro. These numbers that that's not even conspiratorial. these basic numbers that we've chosen, they all add up. Exactly. They all add up. So like 24 hours in a day. I'm not going to sit here and get into all the math, bro. I'll send you the video, but it's pretty cool, yo, how when you look at like space alignment numbers, the way that we measure certain man, it's so much math. I can't even sit here. I'm just learning it, right? The way that we measure space is the same way we measure a day. 60 minutes, 24 hours. The numbers multiplied end up to be the same metric of like a square yard of space.
Yeah.
Like it's all the same numbers they chose that match up, just like they put that pyramid on 0, 0.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They knew what they were doing, bro.
And that's what, I think that,
why did someone with no computer understand the skies more than me and you right now?
Because, man, look.
Because we don't stare at them.
So to start, mathematics, bro, is something that, I think, it's super crazy because mathematics, no matter where you're at, there's one of something, there's two of something, and so on. And then there's ways to use those numbers, multiply them, divide them by each other. So mathematics and those types of like things, like those are like the like language of like the universe. You know what I'm saying? Like that is like really like like the numerical thing is
right.
Like,
it speaks in numbers,
exactly,
basically.
Like an alien can decipher our math because I mean like that's something that's universal across. And then you look at early civilizations and you look at a lot of these things, illustrations, pyramids, Stonehenge, like these things
they knew something,
links to the universe.
Yes.
They line up with certain things. People identified the Northern Star, people identified the Big Dipper, all that type of shit. You had the Polynesians who were navigating using their hands, type of like to like measure, like to navigate stars and whatnot, and shit like
insane.
That. It's like just crazy shit. You know what I'm
saying? It makes me think of a sad moment, bro. I told you about Chaz's family in Pennsylvania. They own that mountain.
Yeah.
Where like their whole family lives on that mountain, and we go all the way to the top, and we're staying with our cousin up there, and we go out, and she's like, "Oh, come on, Mike, come outside. Let's look at the stars." And like we're looking up, and it's more stars than you see in the city, but there wasn't that many. And like Chaz was just like, used to be a lot more when I was a kid. It made me cry almost, bro. Because I'm just like, can't even see.
Yeah.
You don't even understand really what you're doing.
And that's like one of my goals is to see that, bro. Because I mean, like we see all the pictures, we see the pictures, and one thing that really made me think about, I remember Joe was talking about when he made that trip to that observatory in Hawaii, and you're just able to see, it's like I've never seen that, like
okay.
For a while, I always thought I'm just like, okay, that's cool, but like, I think there could be a real like when you like really seeing
right.
That
that's eye opening, right?
Like just like
Elon tells you, here, send you to Mars for free. 10% chance you make it.
I'll probably do it.
Do it. 5.
Cool.
Is there any percent?
I'm thinking about it, I'm just like, bro, I don't know, man. I'm like, because at that point, I feel like a test dummy.
Right.
I feel like a
the
test dummy.
What if he said 50?
I mean,
and he's like, look, bro, we did everything.
So,
We've did every calculation we can. We saved no expense. This is the best fucking probability I can give. That's what he said. You know that?
Yeah.
That's what he predicted.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm not saying that everybody's going to make it when I first sent him there.
Yeah.
And, I think he said 75%.
Y'all gotta understand, but it's crazy.
This is crazy.
Like
shooting you.
It's taking a couple months to get there, bro.
Dude, I'm shooting you it's like 2 years, I think, right?
2 years? Oh, my God.
Pretty sure, bro. It's like no. It's like 10 months, ain't it?
That's crazy. I just know something like that. It's long, regardless. 2 months, a year, long. 2 months and you get anywhere long. Who's done that before? Who's taking 2 months to get somewhere?
Crazy.
I don't know. Someone who used to walk from fucking China, a caravan to fucking.
And how you come back weaker? You come back a weaker human. That's so the weird thing, ain't it? I mean, you lose bone density, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Just floating up there, bro. And like that zero gravity type shit.
They gotta work out. That's why they put gyms in there now, and they gotta work out, bro. Or they'll start, their fucking muscles will decay on them.
I don't think so, man. I mean, 75% chance, probably.
But then you gotta think like you might have kids.
I mean, like those odds speak to me a little bit more than like 50, because like I said, I just feel like a test dummy.
I don't want any percent.
I don't want test dummy.
You gotta tell me like 1% chance.
Oh,
I want it to be like a plane,
yeah. I feel you, man. I feel you, but I mean, like just be.
I like life. I like life here. I have no want to go to Mars, to be honest with you. Like I don't even think
Mars, bro. Just to see that shit, bro, man. Just to see the Earth like that, man. Just
No,
I don't
that'd
even
be
know,
awesome.
man.
What I'm saying is I really don't even understand it from Earth's perspective. Of like, I'm confused on what Mars really benefits us to as a whole of society. Like, it's gonna be super hard to terraform Mars, bro. It's gonna be super hard. Does it even have resources for us? I guess that's what we're trying to go find out, right? But does it even have any resource that we can mine or anything like that? Like,
I
it's
think
not a second home, is what I don't think it's a second home,
so.
bro. I'm
I
sorry,
don't
Eli.
think so. I think it's just something to prove.
It's
You know,
too
so
hard.
I think it's just something to prove. You know, like I don't think the making it a home thing is crazy. I mean, like of course we're talking untapped resources and minerals that could be worth
I'm way more
whatever the case,
interested
you know what I'm saying?
in that rock that went through it, that
You
fucking
know?
gap.
So
I want to go to galaxies. You know what I mean? I think that's
know.
way cooler.
But I mean like in
Oh my
in
god!
in a
I
way
always
like
think about
that's the first step. You know, you have to get interplanetary before you get intergalactic.
Just
You know
think
what I'm
about when
saying?
you're right there where that rock was, that asteroid, that came into our galaxy.
Yeah.
Just think about like, is there any like force right there where that line's at, right? Where our Milky Way stops and whatever comes, right
Yeah.
there at that line. Is it like when you walk through, can you feel something? Or is it just nothing? You're in another galaxy.
I don't even know how it works, bro. From what I understand,
No one does.
From what I understand, what they say is
That
that
thing just came
like
through.
outside of galaxies,
That's a
like
rock.
it's like darkness. Like there's nothing there. Like because like when you see those stars, like okay, when you see that galaxy, it's like okay, well, there's nothing in between there. That's the next star, bro. Like that's the next thing you can see in like with light in it. You know, like that's what they're saying. So like
But
so what
there's
they
more
say,
suns, right?
well, that's the thing. Like that's what galaxies are like these pools of stars. You know, they're not like all over the place like you think. Like that's just because we're in the middle of this galaxy where the stars all around us. But they say when you exit the galaxy and you look at the next one, there's nothing in between there, bro. It's just darkness. And then and the reason they say that they say that is because okay, well the only thing I can see is the thing shooting light. And of course, if it's shooting light, I might be able to see what's there. So if I can't see anything here, and that's the next source of light, then there must nothing be there. You know, there must be nothing there. Like it's like
space.
Oh my god, like what antimatter is that what you want to fucking call it? I don't fucking know. It's just like what in the actual fuck? Like you're just like you're at the edge.
That's weird. I never thought
Like, you're at
about
the
that. I
edge,
guess
like-
I just pictured it passing through right to the next thing. So you're saying that basically they believe that rock basically when it left its galaxy there was a point of nothingness, no stars, no light, nothing. Then it entered that galaxy. Then enter our galaxy and bam.
Yeah. Yep.
Imagine what that feels like for that rock.
Fucking
The
no.
light.
Well, I mean, remember they said that one thing. There was like that one
Sun.
really huge rock that entered our solar system. It was like a huge rock. They said it was like fucking 1,000 miles long or some crazy shit. I don't know, something like that.
Oh, entered our solar system.
Long ass rock. They said. And I was
Yeah,
like, well, first of all, how can you detect that rock entering the solar system? Like, can you have something that go that far? Because I think first of all, before we even get to the rock, what is that technology? Because I think you're
well, the solar system ain't as far as your galaxy, though, right?
No, we're in our solar system. We're by
so
that's the other crazy thing, bro. Have you ever looked up the next closest star to our star?
Our star being our sun?
Yeah.
No.
There's no other fucking stars near us, bro.
There's no sun.
Look up the distance to the next star. The next star, period. Sun, dwarf, whatever. Look at the distance to the next star closest to our solar system, bro. It's like billions of miles away, bro. It's like crazy. I might just want to Google it for a number. I don't know.
Maybe they have an animation.
Oh, that guy did a good job, bro.
This guy?
Yeah. I wish we could hear it a little bit.
Yeah,
so
but we get pulled.
So if you want to look up and watch this real quick, we're watching How Far Away is the Nearest Star by Richard B. 1983. This guy did an excellent job.
So what you're saying is if we can't find none to live on in this solar system, I mean in this galaxy basically, right? Then we might be fucked.
I mean,
we can't go that far. We got to time travel or time warp.
Exactly.
We got to go warp speed.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, like,
how do we go warp speed?
So I mean, like, before we even go to another galaxy, our galaxy is fucking pretty much endless, bro. You know, as far as I'm concerned, it's endless because I don't think humans could ever explore the whole galaxy, even in the fucking entire human like existence. You know,
until if we never end, then eventually we will.
Eventually,
right?
Never end. But I mean, like, I picture some type of ending eventually. You know?
Is that a fact, though? Would you take that as fact? If we didn't die, eventually we'll explore the galaxy. We will map the galaxy.
Yeah. Because I mean, like, we're just gonna keep trying until we get there.
Isn't it so funny how close and similar your brain and the galaxy is when you look at the layout of your brain and like the nervous system link, and then you look at the galaxy layout. It's very similar, bro. That's pretty fucking crazy.
So pretty much what he said he was doing, he said, look, this point right here is where we are, and then he pretty much drives to where the next sun star would be, and then like you're supposed to multiply that by something like whatever the fuck he says. But I mean, like this dude drives for like 30 minutes. You know, I mean, like, yeah. As I was saying, just look it up because like you just get a quick numerical figure.
Yeah, I mean, he's just driving for 30 minutes and then telling you to multiply.
Yeah, but like, you know, like the visualization kind of like helps. You know what I'm saying? Like you were like, okay, well maybe he gets on the highway real quick and then it's right there, but no.
.3 light years. So we got to be able to go warp speed. So
that's the next star, bro. Period.
how long would it take to go? Everybody's travel. How long would it take? Tell them what the question is.
How long would it take to travel a light year if you were traveling at warp speed? 9 hours.
Bam!
Yeah.
See? So if we can...
but look, so 1 light year is what? What is that?
5.88 trillion miles. Honestly, kind of short.
So the next star.
But it's not a big...
Look, listen, the next closest star is 4 of those, bro. 4 3/4 light years. That might be a bajillion miles.
But it doesn't matter, bro, because
20 trillion miles.
Bro, it doesn't matter though, right? If I'm traveling at warp speed, right? Because you're talking about a 2-day trip. If I'm traveling at warp speed and I want to reach the next star at 4.3,
but listen, look,
the
answer is that starship traveling at maximum warp near warp 10. What speed is that though, bro?
We're gonna find that out in a second. All right, we're gonna find out in a second. But you get what I'm saying? If we go warp speed, bro, that's a 32-hour trip.
Yeah, but the warp speed is the big hang up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but then it's but what warp speed? Okay. I don't know enough about it to start arguing a fact, right? Yeah, but I'm taking warp speed. First of all, is warp speed real? That's what we gotta see. The warp drive has a natural physical or economical limit beyond which higher speeds are no longer possible. The reference work Star Trek fact files indicated this limit at warp factor 9.99. This is the highest get to warp speed mentioned for a space. Yeah, that's okay. Now, how fast is warp speed?
God, 186,000 miles per second.
Wow.
Oh my God. That's not warp 10 though.
Right.
Oh.
Instead of trying to beat the speed of light, which is physically impossible, the Akabara warp drive would go around it by warping space-time itself.
Yeah,
it would need enormous mass energy to make the warp.
So, do you know what that is?
No.
So, what they say that we might be able to do to solve it is if we take the fabric of space and time and fold it.
Like Einstein. Yeah. Remember Einstein, right?
That's instead of going like here to here, we're folding it and we're going from here to here.
Here's the problem. We need a mini star to power it. we need nuclear fusion.
That's a star. I don't even know what the fuck that means. What's gonna be the most powerful being in existence? I'm gonna shoot you with star-powered weaponry. Like, what is that?
In theory, some version of this propulsion system could be created from the idea given enough time, money, and materials.
Okay. I mean, that's very easy to say, I guess. You fucked up. What would you need to go warp speed? Is that what you're looking up?
Yeah.
We're getting to the bottom of this, guys. We're really hung up on this warp speed shit.
It's just fascinating. I think it's kind of science fiction.
I mean, like, you could only hypothesize what you would need to do that, bro. A star, uranium. I need 13 uranium rods, a star. I need vibranium out of the Marvel universe.
And I gotta be able to anchor it down going
and
a bazillion miles an hour.
I have to harness the cold temperatures of Uranus to cool it. It's just like
okay, fusion reactions occur when two or more atoms, what's that say? Atomic nuclei come close enough or long enough that the nuclear force pulling them together exceeds the electrostatical force pushing them apart, fusing them into heavier nuclei. For nuclei later than iron 56, the reaction is ecthermic, releasing energy. So that's what I thought. Isn't this also science fiction, but they've been trying, right?
I think nuclear fusion has been achieved. It's nuclear fission.
Could be as soon as 2025.
Nuclear fission. That's what it is, bro. Nuclear fission is the one we're really trying to get behind because I think that's what powers stars.
Well, this is saying that we can't even do this yet.
Well, look at nuclear fission real quick.
There's an enormous amount of energy needed to force atoms to fuse together. I don't even understand. Who builds the fucking machine that makes, what's it called? The hydrogen.
We want
who builds? I want to know who builds the machine.
Calls,
yes, dude.
Calls.
Yes, dude.
Calls.
Which occurs at temperatures of at least 180 million degrees Fahrenheit. I gotta know this.
Who owns the companies that?
Who builds the machine to fuse atoms? I don't even dude, I'd be scared to crank the boat, Steve.
So
I feel like the whole world is on me. That was probably a Z, right? Oswald, now 14. What?
Oh, that's the 12-year-old that
built that?
Yeah.
Hold up. Okay, so
he built one.
This 14-year-old built in which a nuclear fusion occurs, not splitting an atom, but rather crushing atoms together to form heavier atoms. And these efforts almost always involve infusion rather than fission, splitting atoms. So we want to split atoms, is what you're saying.
Did he make a crazy breakthrough of fusion? Is that what you're telling me? Like,
no, I think what they're saying is what he did basically isn't what they need, but it is impressive.
So now look up fission, nuclear fission. Because now I'm not sure if fission came first and fusion or what.
There are plenty of nuclear fission reactors that actually provide useful energy. As of now, there are 0 useful fusion reactors.
Okay, so fusion, not fission.
Right, exactly. So fusion is the one we want.
Fission is actually two different.
That's what that movie was about.
Bro. It's what we have already.
Oh, okay. Nuclear fission reactors are actually. Oh, got you. Okay.
Yeah. So fission is what we have. It's fusion that we're trying to get down, bro. Nuclear fusion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The one I just looked up. Yeah, exactly, the other one. Man. That's what the movie's about. Remember, Shia tells them. Nuclear fission, or fusion. It's the way to go, or whatever. Yeah, exactly.
I was talking about. He's like, you like green.
And then that's when he's like, no, that's not a good bet. Goes to those Cayman Islands and puts all his fucking money on it.
Yeah, I remember in the beginning. I thought it was always funny how he was talking to this one dude. He was like, bro, tell me now if you want to sell. You sure, bro? Like, I'm telling you, man, you gotta get out. That dude was funny like that.
He's like, there's no way they can go under, right?
Yeah.
And even when they're negotiating, remember, he's like $2 a share. He's like, 2, 3, 2.
Let me go out with some dignity. Give me $5 a share. He was like, I won't go above 3. I remember they were saying, they were like, I heard he really put the knife in him. It's like,
and he's the one that dragged his company down.
Yep. That was the whole payback scheme.
Is forced to undergo fission when a uranium bullet fires into the core on detonation, forcing the core. Okay.
Now we got critical mass. An isotope of uranium then can undergo fission, are used to heat water or steam. What the fuck? And then what the fuck?
I want to see some atoms split.
I'm not sure if you can see that.
This dude did it in his kitchen. Okay, Steve, so save it. Okay, let's watch this.
Oh, what the? This fucking man. This is
Maybe this will give us something here.
Humans are fucking wild, man.
We're out here doing shit, bro. We're getting shit done. We're learning something tonight. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry if going through the searches.
Side note, because I'm just thinking of like radioactive stuff. You ever heard of the radium usage for glow in the dark instruments?
Yeah,
bro.
I have heard
World
about
War II,
that.
World War One. Bro, radium used to be an
Radium.
for him to
Don't
glow in the
talk
dark,
radium
bro.
with me,
For
brother.
him to glow in the
Don't
dark,
you
bro.
dare drop radium here on my table right now, okay?
What do you know about radium, huh?
Oh, I know. It fucking dragged me under. It took my life savings.
Look at this, bro. What the fuck? Is it saying? Did it play already? No. Are they even talking? Like, what is that? What are they shooting
It's smashing an atom into another atom. Right?
Did you turn it on or off? It does not have any. Oh, they're off. Says you can put them on auto generated.
So it's we're watching a video here. If anyone wants to see nuclear fission split an atom for beginners by Physics Organization, shout out to him. I mean, yeah, all they got. What is it called? Remember?
I mean, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Remember? No, what I'm saying is they don't got it. It's only one, right? The hydrogen, whatever collider. Did you ever see when they
Hadron collider? Yeah,
Did you ever see when they collide them and it shakes, bro?
No.
You ever seen that video?
Seen that, bro? No. That's the one thing that was blowing my mind. What they do there? Like I remember
what's it called?
The Large Hadron. CERN. You could do CERN too.
Like that? Is that what it's
Oh yeah, maybe we'll find it like that. Yeah, because they're upgrading that bitch. But I mean, I remember they were talking about how they make how they find new elements on the table, and they take two elements and shoot them at each other.
That's why they can like create them for a split second
for
there, right?
Split second they hold together.
And that was the thing with Bob Lazar, right? Where he was saying like they had produced basically infinite energy, dude.
Yeah,
remember that?
Yeah,
that's what that was, right? It was infinite energy.
Yeah, it was an element.
Right, it's an element, but then they pretended that it wasn't real.
Yep. That shit, man. I don't even. I'm sitting there thinking, I'm just like, look, if it was not meant to be together, it probably would hold together like or some shit like.
I'm gonna have to look for that video for you. But the people at the fucking computer, bro, literally the fucking computer and shit is shaking, dude, when they smash them, bro.
Oh my god!
When it goes in that loop, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it goes. Yeah, nah, that shit's too fucking crazy, man. Like, you ever hear that? Like one of those conspiracy theories they were saying they were like, what happened a couple years ago was that the Hadron Collider produced a black hole and swallowed us, and now we live in like some type of alternate. That was the Mandela shit, yeah. Like, what the fuck? I mean, I guess it's possible. You could probably look up Hadron Collider shake. I don't know.
What in the fuck, bro? That thing is just
What
crazy looking, dude.
Like, like a fucking railgun
what
or something.
Is wrong with us?
Look how much space it takes up.
We're demons. See, that's what I'm saying. It's a big ass circle, bro. And when they activated that little computer system back there, it all shakes, dude.
It's like 100 miles wide.
It's so much power, bro. How are they creating the power to smash it together? Is that what electricity? You know what I mean? It don't even make sense.
And it's like electromagnetism or some shit.
It's gotta be magnetism. It's gotta be, right?
I think they put one in place or some shit, and then they like spin the other one, and I don't even know.
That is what they they spin them opposite ways. I think, bro.
Try and explain it, man.
I've seen a breakdown of it before.
I think they have a video of atoms colliding. I think they had that before, but I don't know. Like the weirdest screen I ever fucking seen. I don't. The largest particle smasher. You motherfuckers. You motherfuckers, man.
I don't know what to search.
There's like a large hadron collider shaking. I don't know.
Hydrogen? Is that what it is?
Hadron. With HDRON. In action? Oh shit. Explain what first the large headed first beam exclusive video, is that it?
Where?
12 4 down, the fourth one down? That one? First
See what
beam?
we got, dog.
Looks promising. We're watching the Large Hadron Collider First Beam exclusive video. That's the title.
For 3 doing
Oh my
$10 billion in the making
god.
for a flashlight on a computer screen.
I don't like it.
Oh my god, bro. It's a fucking spaceship, Steven!
Building.
It's a Death Star! They built a Death Star! They built a Death Star! They built a fucking Death Star! What? Oh, that's guy Brian Cox. He's explaining what went wrong. They had a problem? Putting your hand?
Yeah, so the Large Hadron Collider for years it was inoperational. They had to get it working, bro.
Huh. Smash them together and recreate conditions less than a microsecond after the Big Bang massive detected. That's crazy, bro. Why?
How can you say that?
I know. I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, atoms are that strong? Like the atoms are, is that what it was? It was two atoms collided and made the Big Bang? You would think it would happen a little bit more often.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because what they say is just crazy.
Why can't more atoms smash together? Why are they smashing all the time with Big Bangs?
But like, why were there atoms?
Simple as that.
That's what happens in the Hadron
Sway,
Collider.
the yin, the yang.
And now they're showing.
Now the Earth's collapsing on itself.
Don't show me this when you're trying to tell me about this.
We're gonna get somebody here to think a little bit, but I want to go back to this other thing I want to show you.
Go ahead, man.
So,
like, don't show me the Earth imploding when you're talking about hadron colliding.
So I didn't know about this, right? But it's on this show called Captive. If anybody ever wants to look it up, and it's on Netflix. In 1993, bro. So this is what happened, right? This was like the last like deadly prison riot. There's hella drugs going on in this prison, right? Wow. And there's hella deaths, bro, to the point where like people were dying like almost every day and shit. So they got a new warden in there, and this warden wants to crack down on shit. So he's got this plan that right after Easter Sunday on that morning, he's going to lock down the prison. He's going to force everyone to take these tuberculosis tests, right? Yeah. Problem is the Muslims can't consume alcohol. And inside of a TB test, there's ethanol or whatever, you know, basically alcohol. Yeah. So they're like, look, we ain't going to do this. So people work in the office and they end up hearing the criminals, you know, the inmates, they end up hearing that they're going to shut it down. So they know. So they link up with like the Aryan Brotherhood and shit, bro. They get to like bats and everything, bro. And they did a fucking real prison riot, Steve. In the first day, 9 inmates got killed, bro. This went on for 11 days, dude. 11 fucking days, right? So here's the crazy part. So they're showing you like all they did. They did so much shit, Steve. They were thinking, bro. They cut off their water and electricity after like day 3. They made mazes inside of there because previously in the previous prison riot where this happened, after the like if a hostage got killed, they just come in there and they kill everything, bro. In the previous one, cops killed 33 people. They killed hostages. It's anything standing when they come in there. Once they hear people are dying, they come in there and it's anything standing. They shoot people, the hostages, good people, bad people, it don't matter. Everyone dies. So they're afraid this is going to happen, right? So they put up mazes with their beds. They take the workout bars and they hang them by sheets in front of the doors. And they're like fucking swinging them at the door and shit, like catapult style. You know, not catapult, like swinging axe style, you know? Crazy shit like this, right? So they're demanding these things. They start getting these demands going. And they're like, look, this is what we fucking want. First things first, we want the news to get here. And we want to put this on the news because they want to make it known why they did this. Yeah. But at this point, when they start, it was just like in the movies, bro. Like they got all the people that were there doing interviews. It was just like in the movies, hitting the buttons, cells are opening, bro. So once they realized, oh shit, it was fucking every man for himself. A lot of old vendettas that people couldn't get to. They were in L6. I was in L2. They knew we had problems. They moved us away from each other. Now I know where you're at, bitch. And you ain't got out yet. So I got 6 people waiting with baseball bats out front of there. So 9 people died first day, right? So they start saying, get the news here. And the negotiators just fucking with them, bro, and just like dragging it out for 3 days. They put a fucking bed sheet out front, dude. 3.5 hours. If you don't get the news here and meet our demands, we're going to kill a hostage. They got 8 fucking COs inside of there that they got tied up and duct taped. They don't do nothing, bro. And sure enough, next thing you know, 3 fucking people, 3 inmates dragging out a fucking CO's body, bro. And the fucked up thing is everybody's on there to like, I didn't think it was going to be him. I knew they was going to kill one of them once they was basically not calling the bluff. They was like, I knew he was going to kill one of them. I didn't think it'd be him. He was the one that seen the most. He's seen who started the riot, like the leaders of it. So they killed him, dragged his ass outside, bro, and dropped him on the fucking cement and left him there, yo. They came in and picked up his body. His wife was at this point, all the news and police are set up right across the street. His wife watched it, bro. His wife watched him get dragged out like that, yo. Went on for another 6 days, bro, of wild and shit, and they ended up surrendering and shit. They got a lawyer to come there and like write out these rights. They went live on radio. They got their demands met basically, and they came out, and that's what it was. They went to different prisons, and
wow.
5 people ended up getting murdered. And the thing is, like, all these professional lawyers were like, they should not have got first-degree death sentence cases because no one could prove that they were the ones that did any murders. But you don't have the evidence, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But those were the people that were negotiating. They're people that were on the phone talking to the negotiators, so they charged them. It was like the leader of the Muslims, 2 of the Aryan Brotherhood leaders. So they ended up all getting fucking life, and they came out and shit, and didn't have to get ran up on. But it's just fucking insane, bro. I recommend anybody. It's called Capped. It's a good ass series. You can watch a bunch of them, but episode 1, Captive. It's about the aftermath of the SOCF riot L Block.
That's
I don't know if we can see. That's where they killed 9. Trying to find. That might have been it. Lucasville, that's what it was. He's probably just talking about it, ain't he?
He was a part of it.
I don't think they're gonna show it.
I saw there was the one thumbnail. Yeah, there was the one thumbnail.
Yeah, no, he got us with that, didn't he?
They always do that shit, bro.
Yeah, I hate it. But that's when they're basically brought the body. It's on the show, though. They show it, man. It's just fucked up. It's just sick, and it's kind of just that. I wanted to talk to you about that all the way from back when you were talking about the Vietnam in the fucking tunnels, bro. How they were, and that's like basically how they were thinking in it. And there's a bunch of them that like, we didn't want to surrender because I was enjoying my freedom. I couldn't go nowhere, but I wasn't in no cell all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and once everybody had got their vendettas out the way, everybody came together. And like all over, like if you watch that prison video, it's everywhere. It's like blacks and whites unite, like shit like that. They all took over a different cell block, but they were working together to try and actually like, oh shit. Because they know if they come in here, they're going to fucking drop everybody.
Yep, exactly, man. Get guns ablaze.
It was just so crazy. A prison riot, bro. And you see them guys talking in there. Yo, you ever see that picture of that guy before and after war?
Yeah.
That famous picture.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with those guys like in that riot. They're just like, you ain't never seen you ain't never seen that much violence in that short of a time, bro. Imagine that, bro. All of your cities worst, all your states. That was like murderers, rapists. That was the worst one. All of them together. And they're free at once, bro. Just imagine, when the lights used to go out when we were in 6th grade, they turned the lights out and how it used to feel. And then times 100, right?
Yeah.
And you're just like, they said, some people knew about it and some people didn't. So there was like a team of 8 people, that were going around with masks on their face and baseball bats, bro, just caving heads in. It's like, what? I'm like, you know what I mean? You ain't got nowhere to go.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, everyone walks around, forgetting. I mean, like, humans are capable of, many things. Humans are capable of like crazy shit like that. I mean, you get enough people together, anarchy. Like, I mean, like we saw the Baltimore riots. Like how quickly law and order can be dropped, and how quickly can things change and the tables be flipped. With enough people and enough, things and people working behind
exactly
it.
What happened, man. And like they were so smart about it because they knew they were getting locked down on Monday, so they attacked on Easter Sunday with the warden was at home having family dinner. A lot of people requested off because it's a holiday, so they just attacked at the perfect time, bro.
It's smart.
I just picture that scary ass moment when them cells start opening like a horror movie. You know, have you seen that in plenty of horror movies where it's like, yeah, exactly, and they all just open up,
Gulag style,
and shit just goes wild. Man, if you ain't got no friends, right, you're fucked. I love watching these ones. I'll show you a couple of these that I watch late at night when I go into my deep gaps.
More prison riots? I saw one.
Just beatdowns that people film in their cell. This one was a good one I watched the other day. So basically, this little guy comes up, and he's like, yo, every time we're out there, you're bitching me. You know? And he's like, well, yeah, I'm going to keep bitching you. so it ends up happening. I love how they got phones in there. And they film these. Oh, shit. But look how big this guy is, bro. I mean, it's a big.
Approached him?
Every time the little guy was saying, hey, why are you? This is the big guy cell. He's like, why are you always bitching me out there? And he's like, well, I'm going to keep bitching you, so what are you going to do? And at this point, he's putting on box, basically. He's wrapping his hands up. And he's trying to, I mean, he stood his ground, I guess, but it's a bad situation for him. And this is what I was talking about in cells. Like, look at the little bit of room, bro. It don't matter how good of a fighter you are. Somebody's this much bigger than you, they can kind of debo you, you know? Yep. Just put that weight on you. A fat guy could beat you up.
That's bad. He has boxing gloves, Look at the sodas they got on deck.
Oh, yeah, they do got
like he gets the door, too.
Yeah, he gets the door up. He covers the door up. He just trashes.
I remember they put the towel up and shit. Yep.
He's just big as shit, okay? He's twice his size.
Yeah, yep.
At that point, he got his ass whooped, but...
By a toilet,
yeah, and that's bad when the toilet's there, ain't it? Where they're shitting at, and... You got bitch, but at the same time, he did fight back.
Yeah. I mean, we went at him like, "Why you bitching me, bro?"
But the problem is, he said, "I'm gonna keep bitching you."
Yeah.
So at this point, it's like, damn, I gotta kill this guy.
Yeah, exactly. They go, "Are you his bitch now?"
Right, exactly. How does prison work exactly?
I think you're his bitch now. I mean, unless you keep getting your ass beat.
These are just so raw. They're just so raw.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
Man, it's wild.
Yeah,
it's different.
I get stuck on these ones for a long time.
I get it.
I don't even know if this is a real one. Is this guy just talking shit about when he was in there? I used to be a wild man.
Yeah, it's like pictures or some shit. Like, what the fuck is he going on about? Jake Patterson fight.
Good old classic beating. How do you be? As a guy,
beat the shit out of him. Bro, that's wild, man. Right there, bro. He's recording you.
Why would Dutch be auto-generated?
I don't know, man. Dutch guy. So I bet this guy looks like he's that guy's bitch at this point.
Well, if he got his homeboy murdered over stolen guns, he's in trouble.
He beat the shit out. Look, he's bitching him in front of everybody right now.
We'll watch a prison OG beats a young guy in after he got his homeboy murdered over stolen guns.
I didn't want to check it out.
If anyone wants to see it, it's pretty disrespectful for this little boy. It just shows you it don't matter if you're black or white.
It's just wild, man. Like, look at this guy, man. He's just like
victim.
It has to be the worst feeling ever right there. You're in prison for the foreseeable future.
You gotta go for that headbutt. That's the only thing I can think is headbutt. He
waited too long, man. He fucked him up already, dude.
He's just big boying him.
Yeah, exactly. He's really dragging on him right now. He already beat his ass. Look. He doesn't want to fight back. He knows that.
Why is he running his mouth, though? It's like, if you already got beat up, you might as well stop unless you're going to fight back. Why are you still running your mouth, right?
Maybe you got to come back another day. I don't know.
When you're healed up, I don't know. You're kind of already in it. Your adrenaline's pumping. Maybe go for it.
I don't think this guy's a fight in them, bro.
But at this point, like, can it be any worse? I mean, if he KOs you, so what? I think that looks better than you sitting here being like blah 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 blah, blah for 20 minutes.
Why you're bleeding?
I just like, bitch, ain't nothing to say. You hit, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm gonna go out, you even go out and you get something.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He's been talking for 20 minutes now. The guy that yoked him up, bust his nose up,
smacked him around.
Dude already hit you.
Play it again. Keep playing it. I want to see. Like, let's just go back, lay down.
He bitched him again.
I put him on the ground.
God, man, he just really bitched him. That's a tough spot to be in. And they're not even in cells. They're in the open. Damn. Got them with that one.
Yeah.
At this point, that's what I'm saying. See, like he's just taking more shots. Why not just go for it? I don't give a fuck, man. I'll go for a nut shot right now if I got to.
No. What's going on here? I start raping him.
You thought he's about to take his butt?
I start raping him or some shit. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I mean, if my boy got murdered, if you got murdered for stolen guns, I'm
who would ever thought that you would see these videos though? like somebody's videos.
They somehow got these bitches, man.
To a prison.
3v. Oh man.
Oh, we gotta see that, right? It's a prison fight kind of day. What's better than a good old Scrabble? I like when they call it that. Squabble.
3v1. Okay, starts off. Okay. I starts off with a
one at a time. Oh no, Kendrick Lamar. Big guy should drop him. Big guy's got to drop him, right?
He's swinging recklessly. I think the
big guy's got to drop him. He's got his head back. That guy don't got the
oh my god.
Don't look the best. Looks like the other guy wants to hop in.
It doesn't start off that brutal guy. Stick with it. Look, oh come on, man. Look at that guy walk around. Sketch.
There's no way. You hate to say that you could do better, right? But like, man, that was a good little check left hook on him. He caught him with that. Look, he wobbled him.
Yeah,
he's wobbled right now. This guy needs to press him. He needs to press him right now. Look, he's wobbled. You see that? He needs to press him.
I think
this is why cardio is everything. Cardio is everything, bro. You got to be able to push the pace. He can't even finish him right now.
No.
Oh, I mean, come on. He should have got beat a long time ago. That was pretty embarrassing. Kendrick Lamar just didn't do enough, bud. I can tell you.
See, like, if you're the other guy, you feel pretty good because you're just like, yeah, look at this, man. This guy got banked. These guys are banking him for me. This is awesome. This is
I fucked him up some, man.
I got people here. I'm good. Oh, there we go. There we go.
This might be one of them. Oh, what we got? What we got? Okay, what we got?
He probably...
Oh, blew his knee out. Oh, you see that?
Yeah, look at him. Look.
I want to see that one more time. Look how he blows that knee against the metal, bro. You know that bitch hurt for weeks. He might have tore his meniscus on this. Bam! Right on the metal corner. Accused child molester beaten in jail. Anyone wants to watch? It's a kick fight right now. It's a kickboxing match. Well, that
motherfucker trying to touch me, yo.
That was all leg kicks. We might have something here.
That's a huge claim, though.
We might have something here.
See, this is the look at these.
I know. Like, where is the guards?
What's going on? You're just like,
uh-oh. Wow, that's bad. He overcommitted. Get on your hips. See, this is shit I'm talking about. If you just watched 10 UFC fights, you would have knew what to do right there. Look at this guy. That's not even on him, bro. Look at the mount. It's not even a real mount. He can't even do nothing but squirm. You want to watch fucking the Bengals lose every week? God damn it. But you can't watch a couple squabbles? You know, you got to get to your hips, brother. If he got to his hips right now, he could get up. How is this the most brutal? The most brutal is when that guy drops that elbow.
Bro,
did you ever see that, Steven? Real quick.
I don't think so.
You never seen when that dude drops the people's elbow?
I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Now look that up.
First, let's see if this guy gets beat.
He's kind of whoring him, man.
I'll show you the most disrespectful.
Man.
I'll show you the most disrespectful one, bro. This is it, dog. This is the most disrespectful shit you will ever see, Steven. Alabama inmate hits a WWE flying elbow. If anyone wants to watch, watch this, bro. This is one of the bad ones.
Boom, 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 boom.
Out.
Oh my god. Woo.
Dude dropped an elbow on him, then a flying elbow.
Man.
A flying elbow, dude.
That was a good elbow too, man. Flying elbow was good.
It landed so flat on him.
Landed on his fucking
he
head
landed,
chest,
and his back landed like on his face
yeah,
and
exactly,
shit.
Man.
But look at this. Watch how he pauses.
He
look, he has no intensity right here when he doesn't hit him. He thinks he's okay. Why? You cannot be. Don't hit me. You cannot. You're in prison, dude. It's. You know what I mean? Hit, fight, hand, whatever.
Yeah,
you gotta
exactly,
bite.
Man.
Whatever is your dick shots.
He didn't want to fight to begin with, though.
And now look at him. Now. Oh my god, bro. This is so brutal.
You might break ribs right there, bro.
Yeah, I think he broke his face.
Oh my god, that's savage, dog. You ever see that one prison? It was like a prison yard fight, and that like let's see this dude get stabbed up by like 9 people. That shit's fucking.
I've seen a lot of the stabbings ones.
This one it was like a mini like riot real quick. I guess rival gangs, and you see this one dude in court, he just gets fucking stabbed.
Oh
like
my
9
god,
people, bro.
Oh, this was a scrap. I do remember seeing this one before.
Those tattoos are crazy, bro.
This is them New Zealanders, bro.
They probably don't even got beef. They're just fighting.
They got a lot of room in that cell. A lot more spacious than ours. He pretty much trashes him, I believe, for this whole fight. But that guy goes on forever.
He's beating on him?
It's a bunch of different fights. Okay. Yeah, I think they're fighting for fun. Yeah. Like kind of a fighting league. There was one. There's a good one where the guy's like, tell the camera.
Real life prison shit.
The one he's like, tell the camera what you said to me. And he's like, I didn't say nothing. He's like, no, remember you said you was going to take my butt? Remember? Tell him that. And then he covers up the wall and shit and fucks him up. Yeah. And I still don't think he beat him enough.
You just wanted that guy. You just made that guy want to, like, really knock you out and fuck you.
Right, exactly, bro. What the fuck? Goddamn fight.
I don't even know, man. That was weak.
Well, we've watched a couple of them now.
I mean, you start going out a hole.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was like, to me, it's just amazing. I just don't get how.
First favorite alcohol, Pruno. Homie spits in the wine.
He spit in the drink.
He spit in the alcohol, bro.
He ain't gonna fuck him up. He didn't even do nothing. Then he got John Cena. What the fuck?
What the fuck is that? Jesus, what?
They set us up, bro. We got con.
We
got Frijola con queso, dude.
That, bro?
But you go down there, you could be on that forever, just prison riot commentating. Dude, we could do reaction videos. It's weird that we can't play it during a live video, but we could do a reaction video of it.
I play the whole thing.
I'm just like, well, he should definitely defend himself.
Exactly. But I mean, like, yeah, it is crazy how they get these cell phones in there, man. Like,
yeah,
like they probably got smartphones. They probably got smartphones.
Oh, but.
Are you putting a smartphone in your butt? Like, I don't think so, man.
9 cribs stuffed in a cell like sardines.
And they're just filming that shit. Like, why? Like, prison? Wow, man.
Take a look at this.
American prison culture is so crazy.
Oh, my God. Classic white guy. Not matching the intensity. Is he light skin? Same thing.
So I hope it's not a white guy with a do-rag.
Now we know why he's fighting.
It's a white guy.
No, so that's a light-skinned guy.
Light-skinned dude, of course, the guy's fighting.
Classic. The knuckles forward stance, bro. I love how they lean back like that. This other guy has a way better stance.
Exactly.
He needs to go for a takedown. 1, 2, takedown. Takedown. Bam. Get him down. Grab that single leg. Yeah, look at that leg out there.
No balance.
Yeah, he's just
equal size.
He's bigger. He's bigger than that guy. And now you're gonna not match the intensity again, bro. And he's gonna come back and know he can do that again. Once you curl up like that and go backwards,
Now you got laid on the guy, man. You really got laid on the motherfucker.
But you're damaged. You're damaged goods now.
Like you said earlier, it's like, hey, I'm here now. I gotta fuck this dude up. Like, as of right now, like it's like, oh, you're in the 5th round, you lose on the card. It's like, I go for it now, man. Like I'm bitched. I'm a prison bitch right now. It's like, man. Everybody think they're gonna press up on me because this dude beat me now, man.
I think you got to stand up for yourself every time. I mean, I know that's what they say. So obviously, but if you keep, I mean, it could be anything, right? You let people, but I know a lot of times like they just take something out of yourself, and like they say, like if you just try to be one of the people that acts like you don't know, or you didn't notice, they know they got you. Even on that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You got to come right at them and be like, nah.
They're gonna try once and be like, look, is he just gonna let me do it? And if he just keeps letting me do it, I'm gonna keep doing it.
I'm gonna take more. Yeah,
he's letting me do it. So,
give me that commissary.
Yep.
That's the worst, bro. When their family sending them money and it's going to somebody else, bro. And he's getting fucked in the ass.
And you don't even know exactly. You don't even know. You just keep sending the money.
Uncle Larry's getting fucked in the ass and getting extorted.
He's just like, look, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's cool. I'm hanging out.
Yeah, no, great. It's really not that bad.
We're all chilling.
Jail ain't that bad. You get sex.
Look, he made some space for him and shit.
Look at him, single leg. Look at that. I appreciate that. Ain't no rules. Ain't no rules. He's holding the fence. Whoa. This is grab out now.
These two just so.
There's a good one. That'd be a wild, chaotic moment, wouldn't it? What's it?
Looks like they're just banking one dude, though.
Yeah, dude. Uh-oh, they ran it back. We'll get him again later. Damn. Hey, that white guy didn't even know.
He was watching TV.
Could have been him. He got popped sitting down on the bed. Now he's in mount position. Okay. Fresh start. His boy just gave him a little shrug. At least he got back to it. There's just so many things, man.
Okay, here we go. Everyone's trying to get back now?
Yeah, we're going back to a bank. I don't know, man. I feel like you got to let your friend, you got to let people handle it, man. Most of the time, they might actually win the fight. If you think it's a fight they might not win, then okay. I guess you could talk about it. But people literally bank guys that they like. You're seeing like a big ass dude beating up like some little white corny boy, and then like 3 people will bank him. You're like, you could get credit for that win. Why you gotta bank that guy?
Yeah, exactly. But in prison, it's more like sending a message. I think it's like, don't fuck with us. Like you gotta have that group behind you.
That's sad. Probably gotta join a gang right away.
Yep.
What are your other options?
I was thinking about one movie saying where you can go ahead and try a lone wolf shift if you want.
Blood on my knife or shit on my dick.
Iconic. Huge, bro.
What the hell, bro?
I'm good, man. Like, it's like,
you think I could be BMF? I'm trying to get some of them hoes down there. I'm trying to get some of them CO hoes.
Bro, oh my God, man. If anyone wants to look it up, you look up that Balmer City Correction story with
BMF.
I think it's BGF.
Was it Black Gorilla Family?
Yeah.
Yeah, Black Gorilla Family. Right.
And
what's that Black Mafia Family?
I mean, still.
Yeah, like there's even that or GDs. Damn, he's knocked out. At least his boy stood up for him. Now he's getting fucked up too, though. Now, we got a third.
Oh, he just kicked him. He just got kicked. Look at it. Oh shit.
The one guy.
Oh my God.
At least he got up. Just so many people, bro, and everything's metal. You know what I mean?
Here, man, like that.
Everything you hit is metal. That's the thing about this place. Nothing is a soft landing.
Those tables, the floor,
everything is just rock metal. Oh, this is so chaotic, bro.
Oh, there's one CO in that little office.
You know that in jails and prisons, if it's gang related, they're not allowed to interfere.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, bro. They have to let it finish because if they get involved, they can be targeted. Wow. Isn't that crazy? There's so many people there. That's too many people.
Right.
He's too hyped up. I'll drag that bitch by his dreads. You know, you're in prison, right?
They just put it up too real quick.
Would you agree that you're in prison though? Anything goes. Maybe not nut shots, right?
Yeah.
Maybe not nut shots and biting. I'm saying though, what if you like beat the shit out of like an OG with nut shots? I think that they would probably bank you afterwards, bro.
He'd probably kill you. Fuck you, you know, something like that.
Everybody tells you there's not that much rape though. I feel like the rape was. I mean, there's probably still plenty of rape in there, but
I mean, I think when you get into like
it probably was a lot easier.
Prisons, the higher security type of deals, I think you do get a lot of it.
It was just easier back in the day, though. You don't got cameras and as many guards, and highly better systems now too.
I still think it happens a lot. You know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of rape in there, man.
That's why I never want to go, bro. I look at myself, I'm like, yeah, they're come from my skinny ass.
Like when you see those movies and stuff, you see those.
That's why I always say.
I think they had like a Vice documentary where it was like, this dudes who are girls in there, like
yeah,
fucking.
That's tough. The first day, right? You just gotta shit all over yourself. Like anytime they come to fuck you, you gotta always be ready to shit. And as soon as someone comes to fuck you, you just gotta shit all over yourself and grab it and just wipe it all over your face and body.
And you're just waiting there for 1 second, and then next thing you know, you take a shit. And your cellmate is like, he's been cool with you for a couple months. He's like, he just shit.
And you're like,
just get you, bro. Oh, like, there you go.
You got in the toilet. You got to go in the toilet.
Down. Look. Seriously, but it took him so long to come in there.
Yeah, people could have died.
There was like one person there, and it was like, man, we got to get 30 people now.
Uh-oh. Look at his face, bro. That makes me sad as a human.
Don't pay your fucking dues in prison. Who's didn't pay?
There you go. That's how you big boy. I think it's the black guy now. I thought it was the white guy originally. Wow, what trash bottom guard, bro. You got to get up and get in it.
I wish I knew who owed who dues. Because he approached him,
But he attacked him first, so I'm going to say that he's the one that was owed the dues.
Now it's not looking very good for you, man. Take what he
wants. Whoa, we almost took your head with that. Hit you with that bus driver uppercut. So, I mean, it's just savageness. It's just savageness in there. But what do you expect, You cave these men's up. They already got problems. Just like most of them have mental issues, too.
Yep.
And you put them in this little cell, solitary confinement. Damn, he's just bitching everybody now, huh? So that's just crazy, bro. If you're not KO'd, why are you curling up? It's one guy, bro. He's going to keep hitting you. This is what I'm saying. He's going to keep hitting you.
Right now, bro.
You got to stop him from hitting you, man. I don't understand that. Like somebody already beat you up and you just keep taking them lickings thinking they're going to stop. They already showed that they're willing to hurt you.
You got to walk around prison like that for a little bit.
Yeah. And everybody knows you got your ass whooped.
Dude got lumped.
He's sitting down after he got hit 30 times.
And he's still getting hit.
He hasn't done nothing. I just don't get that.
I hope you didn't lend this guy money.
He started the fight.
Getting that back.
He fucked him up.
I feel like he owes the other dude, man. After seeing that, I'm just like, bro, I don't know, man. He wasn't fighting.
Yeah, I guess this was a fight club, huh?
Yeah,
he's definitely trained, leg kicks and shit. The other guy's not that trained. I can tell you that. See that? That's not good. I'd say he's going down. This kind of looks like an Asian New Zealand. Just kind of moving.
Fucking face tats. Oh my! Oh, here's the kicks though.
I think the best thing to say is just stay out of jail, right? It's definitely stay out of jail. It's too fucking stay out of prison. Definitely. It's just too dangerous, bro.
I mean, like, what I think about it's pretty hard. I mean, pretty easy to avoid. I mean, like for me personally, it's pretty easy to avoid the whole thing. Like, I guess
anything can happen now.
Yeah, but I'm like,
isn't it crazy when you hop on 83 from downtown, bro, and you just drive past that jail with all them windows right there, and people are just looking out there all day, bro, just looking at the highway, driving away, bro. In their own city that they grew up in, they used to drive that highway. You know what I mean? It's just like, damn, I'm in here. I'm going to do at least 10. I can't imagine that, bro. Like what it's like before you get sentenced, but like all right, I'm probably going to get your lawyer already tells you we're going to try and get 8 to 10. 10 years. But it's like, if you say 25 years, it's like, okay, whatever. I'm a murderer now. Do whatever I got to do to survive. But it's 10 years. You're thinking oh shit, on good time. Get out in 6 years, I could get back to life.
You hope, man.
But you do 6 years, bro,
It's
and
a
you go back
long
out there, or
time,
10
man.
years,
Long
a
time. I
decade,
mean, like
bro.
even 2 years is a long time.
But think about like you
bro.
go in it when you're 20 and you come out when you're 30. That's not crazy. You could still make a life.
Oh yeah.
But you lost a decade. A decade, bro. It's crazy to think about.
That's why I'm like
That we just like take these people and we're just like getting a cell. We're just gonna keep you here for 15 years.
exactly, man. It's the
A
longest thing ever.
million of you. We're gonna keep 1,000 of you here.
Like, all right, look. What do we take away from them? Freedom, like
Yeah,
everything.
that's why the Wild West is so cool, right? Next thing you know, there's like some horses pulling off the side of the fucking jail or some
Yeah,
shit.
you can just
It's just
stay
like,
on the
let's
ride.
go, Billy.
We're going west. That's the I think about it a lot. You know, we think about taming the Wild West. It's like, you know, at one point, like, you know, you're looking at it, like, well, everything between, you know, like Virginia and then like all the way to California is just like lawlessness.
Yeah.
Just everything going the fuck on. Like whatever. Like there's no murder investigation. There's no post office in Minnesota. There's no fucking police station in the middle of Oklahoma over here. Oklahoma
No
doesn't fucking
hospitals
exist.
too. No
You know what I'm
schools.
saying? Nothing.
Let me ask you this. So let's say you do get life in prison, bro. What would you do? What would you do?
Oh yeah, I fucked it all up. What do I do? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
like what would be your choice? Like you get life in prison tomorrow.
What's at that point? You know, it's like, you know, especially you got life. It's like you gotta do whatever you can.
So I'm
Like,
saying you wouldn't
killing
commit
off
suicide.
favors. Oh, life is 30 years. Yeah,
No,
I know,
life.
I know.
You're like you're doing life till you die.
I mean, life sentence is like 30 years. You know, like,
A
really,
life. I'm saying till you die. You got a death. You got a life sentence.
yeah,
A life sentence
yeah.
is first of all, Maryland is
you can get
25 years,
multiple life
and it's also
sentences.
it also
You know
doesn't
what I
matter.
mean? It's like,
It also doesn't matter because it means 25 years up for parole. It means you can get out after 25 years.
I got you. I mean, suicide would definitely be on my mind heavy. But it's also at that point, you know, I think I'm a little less scared because I'm like, well, at this point, I'm just do whatever I gotta do.
Would you? You
know,
know,
it's
also
like-
too though, right? Like, let's be
Yeah.
honest with ourselves. Like it's hard to be like, I'm gonna make a shank. Like that's not you, you know, that's not me.
I know, but
That's
I mean,
not
like,
us, bro.
You got changes.
I know,
You gotta
but it'd be
change it, bro.
weird, wouldn't it?
I mean,
And
like,
it's like,
I'm
I'm
saying,
gonna take this and I'm gonna go fucking stab BGF leader before they get to me. That's insane. You know what I mean? It's like, even though I know I'm in a life sentence, I've only been in here for 10 months. You know what I mean? It's like, well, I'm gonna go stab BGF. I guess I'm
not even giving you a problem
yeah,
yet.
it's like, did you even try not to be a
No,
Nazi?
I
It's
didn't
been
even
11 months. I was a Nazi for 18 days.
Just like one guy said, no free fucking rides in here. You got your hands dirty. You know, so you might stab someone anyway.
But then you hear like that one guy that's like, I never joined anyone and I survived. You know, it's like that 1 in 100 that'll be like, I stayed to myself. You don't think it happens at all?
I don't know, man.
So what are you saying, Steve? Like, are you going to get into like a gang?
I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, I don't know how much. I think I'd have a lot of trouble in prison. I mean, the areas
between the dick, between the dick and the beatings.
BGF, it's like I don't think I can join anyone's group, bro.
Oh, bro, you can join the Bloods. You can join the Crips. They'll take you. Bloods or Crips will take you.
Thanks, dog.
Yeah, dude. You tell them, dude, listen to what you just said. I'll commit a body for you. Anybody will take you. Yeah, I got somebody you can go kill. Yeah. You might, plenty of us got life sentences and we didn't come in here like that. But if you're willing to, we need about 3 of them. You're gonna snap.
Like, I don't know shit.
Right. You just fuck up. Next thing you're in solitary confinement. You get moved to a different prison. Now you gotta do the same thing again. You don't even got a rep over there.
Oh, man,
it's like you just got swindled. You just got swindled and committing a murder.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Didn't have to do it at all. You could just chill. It's been cool, you know. It's like just been a good domino player.
So, all right. So you're not gonna commit suicide. So basically, you're saying
I'd be on my mind. You know?
So,
It's, like,
it's hard to commit suicide too, right?
Because I mean, you also say you're like, okay, well, you got to weigh your options.
Your niece comes up there though, and she's like, "What's up, Uncle Steve? Yeah."
You weigh your options.
College.
Like, okay, am I gonna go beat people? Am I gonna be like a fucking?
Am I gonna make a shank tonight?
Am I gonna be a gang member? Am I gonna be like and just do whatever they ask me to? Like, am I gonna commit suicide? It's like,
what are you choosing?
You know.
So let's say you're saying you want to live.
What's going on?
You're saying you want to live, right?
Look, no one's taking me. I guess I'm killing myself.
So you become so Bloods take you in. You're a Blood now.
Okay.
Okay, so you got to get initiated. You're catching a body to get in. If they say you got to put a body in to get in. I'm trying to just like process it. I'm trying to get like your what your personal thing would be.
What's the thing? Like, so now it's like I'm sitting. I'm just like, all right, well, are you gonna kill yourself? You really gotta kill yourself?
Right.
You can just go kill that guy.
Yeah, you're trying to live.
You can just go kill that guy.
You know? So you catch a body and try to
Okay.
and then try to like move into the gang and like try to survive like that and just live your
life.
life.
I can become a shot caller.
Yeah, maybe one day, a big baller. But so that would be so that's probably your
shot
plan.
caller.
Try to move up and just like survive by doing brutal shit.
I mean, like I said, it all depends what you do. I mean,
I got you.
I see it. You go low security prisons, you could be chilling the whole like.
See, I always see it a different way. I'm always like, I'm willing to kill. I hate to say it, CO. I'm gonna try and escape.
Oh,
yeah, bro. So for me, it's like escape or riot. Like and like if I did start a riot and it was like successful, I would kill myself before it was over. You know what I mean?
But preferably you got time for an escape. So like you're doing it like Shawshank style.
No, I'm not getting fucked. I will kill if I have to, but I'm gonna try and just remain neutral for as long as I can. And I'll just go for escape at their escape. They're gonna have to put me in like a padded room.
Until like what? Like someone then tries to fuck you, then you join up again? Or
no, what I'm saying is like I obviously I'm not trying to be that guy right now. I don't know. I don't know how things would play out. What I'm saying is like, what would you do, right? What would they do if like I just kept trying to escape and I'm willing to kill COs or inmates on the way out every time? So like I try and escape. I kill 2 COs and you catch me. And then I try and escape again. I kill an inmate. I kill a CO and you catch me again. Are you just going to keep putting me back there? Because I'm going to keep trying it. Is all I'm saying. Like I really will. I'm not trying to be that guy. Like I'll just keep trying it. What would they do, you think?
Just keep killing people? I mean,
I'm willing to kill and I'll just keep trying to get out.
Like just maximum secure isolation.
They'll probably just put me in solitary where you're in lock for 23 hours, right? Yep. Where like, so then people, I wouldn't be getting fucked in the ass is what I'm saying.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'd be in a cell by myself and you get that little box. You can go out for an hour.
Sounds nice.
But I just figure before I'm going to start killing random people to try to be a blood, I might as well say, I'm sorry, COs, but I'm going to try and get out of this bitch and make it to Mexico or something. And if whatever it is, as soon as I get out of the jail or any type of success, I'll kill myself before they get me again. You get what I'm saying? I won't come back.
Yeah, exactly.
If you get me before I get out of there,
then
I will go back and suffer my consequences. However,
if I escape,
I will keep thinking about how to kill. And just know that every time you come and get me and you put your hand in there to give my jail, I will pull your hand in and take her eyes.
That's where, like, you know, like I could, you know, adjust it a little bit. It's like, well, every time you put me back in general population, I kill someone. Every time, at least you're killing prisoners, you know. It's just, I don't know. You know, it's like every time you put me back in there,
citizen,
just kill somebody.
He kills that guy so he can get put in solitary confinement because he had the tunnel already.
He had the stake there, and the one dude was just like,
how many Vietnam guys did he hire?
Remember that one dude tried to bitch him too, bro?
He like, that was such a weird instance, right? Because he like tries to bitch him, but he don't try to bitch him.
Yeah. Well, I think he immediately got what he wanted. He got some of the food, you know?
Remember he said, I thought you were never going to answer. Like, I knew you were going to ask. But he's like, you can have some.
Yeah, one scene where he bitches them, man. I'm telling you, it's a little more, though. Like, he says something, and you can tell.
He's like, you want some?
Oh, this is before. Yeah, it's before this, bro. It's before this part. He's already eating right here. Yeah. So he's about to stab him right now.
I can't take it back as far as you want to go, brother. I mean, what do you want from me?
And they should have like the full scene, no? I think they should have the full one. That's all I'm saying. But I know, yeah. Nah, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, yeah.
But yeah, he's like, you know, you can change the music and shit. And that's what he just catches him in that fucking neck. But I'll tell you what, that goddamn did that asparagus look good.
Yeah, it did.
That asparagus looked good. I watched a cooking comp the other day where this guy grilled asparagus to the point it was flimsy, bro. And they're all just like, how did you get in this cooking comp? Like, this is just disrespectful, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, keep that shit crunchy. This is a great scene, though, man. Like, he fucking, look at that.
I forget the music that's playing. It's like some song. And he just sits there and finishes the meal, remember? That's the part I was talking about.
Yeah. He sits back down. Look, he
just grabs the steak and bites it, I think. But I was talking about with my coworker. I was saying Dog, the beginning scene of this might be one of the most brutal movie scenes of all time.
They're just chilling the blood. Look at him, bro. That's just fucking. Look at this crazy motherfucker. But here they come. Oh man.
I mean, this is one of the most brutal scenes of all time. Law-abiding citizen, open and breaking in scene. It's one of the most brutal things I've ever seen. The most rawest things I've ever seen in a movie. I mean, I'm sure you have your fucking Indian films, you know. Isn't that what they call them? So he's up there working. And that's what scares me so much, bro. If someone kicked in your door right now, they would kill your family, Steven.
Yeah.
You'd have to fight them. You better hope they don't got a gun.
Yep.
Little daughter, bro. Yeah, I forgot she was that young.
Mm-hmm.
I do love the torture scene, but you could never do enough back. You could never do enough to get it back, bro. For what they did, too, you know? It's one thing if, like, she got shot in the head. You would still torture
That's why like, he went, like, everyone, bro. Judge.
He went at everyone, yo.
Judge.
That's how you would feel, too.
All that shit, bro.
And they just fucking blast that door open, bro. Headshot off the jump. Plastic bind. Once you're bind, bro, it's bad.
Uh-huh.
That's what the one guy always says in that.
Especially behind your back.
That self-protection shit I watch. He's always like, the one thing I never say is once you bind me or move me. I'm not getting in something to move, and I'm not binding.
Oh, that's right. He stabs him.
Stabs him, wipes it on him.
Oh, they don't show the other part, huh?
No, they do. He faints.
Yep, there we go. Yep.
He's like in and out.
They're beating the shit out of her. Stabs her. Oh.
Isn't it kind of weird? Isn't it kind of weird he doesn't get into his hips right now and trying to get up?
What, he's going in and out of consciousness? I don't know, man.
It was just one stab. I just don't understand why he's not trying to get up right there.
I mean, headshot to the.
I don't understand. I don't know, bro. His adrenaline should be pumping. You can't get to your hips. Like, you're not even trying to get to your knees.
Oh, my God. Look at that shit, man.
They're just laying on the ground, bro. That's the worst part. It says, like, I'll be back or something like that, bro. And it's just like, why is it? Come on, dude. Look, he's been awake for a good minute now. And he still hasn't gotten to his hips, right? They don't got his feet tied, right? His feet aren't tied.
Yeah.
Get up. Especially that little scared one. There's no way. Why is he watching them leave, bro? I don't understand that, you know?
God damn.
I don't get that part. I guess it's the plot hole part, but it's a brutal
everything. Yeah,
it's a brutal scene.
Brutal, and I mean, like, they do everything. They get his little girl. They rape his wife in front of him.
And it's like, it's just look at the scene right there. Like, that can happen.
Yep.
Just two crazy people.
And no one fucking can know.
Dude, they didn't even steal nothing.
No,
they just broke in there.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
People and raped them.
Two people come in your house right now, bro. You go to answer the door. Somebody's knocking at your door. You go to answer your door, and they crack you a baseball bat.
And then the one dude walked away free.
Yep.
He
ratted on the other guy, right? Yep. I seen one, bro. It was the worst like ransoms ever, bro. And there was this guy pretending to be a minister, and he goes up to this 8-year-old boy. And he goes, hey, will your mom donate to the church? And he goes, yeah. He says, okay, well, I'll give you a ride home. He ends up taking him, bro. The crazy part is he's convinced by some other child molester who's already been caught. He's got a cabin. He's free now. He's got a cabin. He takes him to the cabin and leaves him there. That guy never does another thing. Just grab this kid for this fucking random guy because he was convinced. This fucking guy had this little boy, bro, for 7 years, Steve, going around the country assaulting him, bro. Eventually, when he's 15, the guy grabs another kid, and when he leaves out to the grocery store, they run away. The boy dies like 4 years later, got into a horrible addiction. They said he had no chance of being normal, bro, right? That motherfucker got 7 years in prison, Steve. He did 5. He took a kid for 7 years.
Yep. And they only give him 7?
Insane, bro.
That's why.
How can you get out of good behavior?
I don't
for child molesting.
As another human, you can make that like have a judgment as a judge and just be like okay with that,
right?
You know,
the system needs to be fixed for sure, man.
It's disgusting, man. You know,
I gotta get some more
You
food.
see that injustice all the time, bro.
We went through some rides today. We went through warp speed. We're trying to get through it all. Sorry with the searches, guys.
Fusion,
Sometimes we get a little too interested, man. We need an intern, man. We need an intern. What's up? I can give some stock tips if anyone's coming in for an intern.
We'll trade work for stock tips. Let us know.
Okay. Love you all. Thank you for checking us out. Stay safe. Enjoy your weekend.
Like, share, subscribe. We appreciate it. Thank you so much.